triste adiós. No, no termines nuestra bella relación. Dame un momento para explicar mi amor. Tú eres todo para mí, razón para vivir, no hay nada que fingir. Dame una oportunidad de arreglar todo lo que está roto. No quiero que me dejes así, solo un recuerdo. No quiero verte ir. Todo mi mundo se convierte gris. No quiero vivir sin ti, no hay nada más que decir. Solo sé que te amo. No quiero verte ir. Estoy perdido cuando no estás aquí. Te juro que te amaré hasta el final. No quiero verte ir. Y puro grupo Asalto. No termines nuestra bella relación. Dame un momento para explicar mi amor. Tú eres todo para mí, razón para vivir, no hay nada que fingir. Dame una oportunidad de arreglar todo lo que está roto. No quiero que me dejes así, solo un recuerdo. No quiero verte ir. No quiero vivir sin ti, no hay nada más que decir. Solo sé que te amo. No quiero verte ir. Estoy perdido cuando no estás aquí. Te juro que te amaré hasta el final. No quiero verte ir. Te juro que te amaré hasta el final. No quiero verte ir.
Hey, that does. There you go. That's all happened. And we're live on another episode of Frito-Pie Friday in this crowded ass little studio that we have, but we make it work. Tonight, I have the pleasure of having all the guys from a group that I know very well, a group that for me personally, everybody has their story, but for me, this is where I found them. On a Friday night, drinking some tequila, and somebody sent me an email. Matter of fact, he's sitting in his fucking room who sent me an email. He wasn't part of the band at the time. He's like, Mom, I've been watching you. You got to check these guys out. I said, send it to me, man. So they sent me the...
Took you a minute to open it up, though.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
I had to bug you a couple times.
But, bro, when I played that song... I was like, wow, why isn't this shit on the radio? And it led me to my reason that we do Frito-Pie Friday. And that's to maybe play some music that's not out there. And if it's out there, maybe it's only been out there a couple of weeks or so. Maybe some songs that have been out for over a year, just never really got they never got rolling. I love to try new artists. But I'm outright with everybody. I'm upfront, right? That's what I meant to say. I'm upfront with everybody. If you send in your music, you got to write tonight. Usually it's just me. But tonight you got a room full of musicians. And probably I would say 70% of the chat room is probably musicians or people in the music business. Right. So if you send in your music, just know Constructive criticism is coming your way, right? I want to give a shout out to everybody. Maybe you're coming home from a Friday night football game and you're on your way, you're on the road. You have us on YouTube. You know what? I haven't seen nobody check in on YouTube. Right here. Are we live? Is it live on YouTube? It's live. It's live. No viewers. Oh, there's somebody right there. Where's the chat?
So here's the thing. I like Frito-Pie Friday. I like when you bring people onto Frito-Pie Friday, because of course we're all glad that Bumper, that you have your opinion, and that you bring this music to light. Now I've had the honor of playing with very many musicians that have an opinion in the industry but don't voice it because people think everything nowadays is haters, and that's the issue with. I don't know if it's every industry, but our industry, one person that I really like talking to is Cristello, and it's not because we were on a song together, but Cristello, he doesn't sugarcoat things, and he's not afraid to tell me that I'm not a great vocalist, but he doesn't say it in a sense of like, dude, you suck, whatever. He's like, bro, when you hit this chord or you do this, or like Mario, bro, when you sing in the key of C, you start to get a little flat. And so it's one of those things that constructive criticism should be one of those things as músicos that allows us to get better, that allows us to be better, that allows us to get stronger. Help you grow. It should help you grow, and it should be one of those things that, Bumper should, if you tell me that I'm not singing great, give advice with it. Does that make sense?
Well, I'll tell you, the one thing I admire about Jordan Rodriguez, and again, not because he's here, but honestly, I've heard him tell people, he's never told me directly, but I've heard him tell people in conversations like, hey, man, I know I'm not the best vocalist. You know what I mean? But sometimes I would say that your musician, I used this word the other day, and it is a word, Jeremiah, so don't look at me like it's not a fucking word, right? Musicianship. Right, the musicianship can carry somebody, right? They can. It can really, like, if your vocals are not really that strong, but you got a badass band to back you up, it could carry you through. You know what I'm saying? And you see that a lot. So
one guy who says that a lot, bro, straight up, and you can see videos. Ricky Munoz from Intocable. He's not the best vocalist, but he says he's got a badass fucking band.
I don't know, man. Ricky Munoz to me is a badass looking vocalist.
But his band is.
Oh, for sure.
It's that thing though, bro. It's the allowing someone to have their opinion, and it's not always the band. A lot of times, let's say we hear a song on the radio. It's not that the guy's a bad singer. Maybe he had a bad producer. Maybe the track wasn't laid down the way it should have been laid down. Maybe the producer didn't take the time to help him or guide him through what he was recording. So if we give a constructive criticism, a comment that way, it's not us hating on you. It's not us necessarily saying, oh, you can't sing, oh, you can't do this. Maybe your producer needs to work a little bit. Maybe
but the producer is the end state of when you guys, make it to the radio. But I want to give a big shout out to Dave Ponce, sound guy.
Yeah, what's up?
And without those guys, without the G-Mans, the Panchitos, the Rogelios,
Ray.
You know what I mean? Without those guys, bro,
they said they can't hear that mic where Lupa is, but that's okay. That's good.
Yeah, we're good. They can't hear my
is it on? Is the thing?
What about mine?
It's on.
Yeah, what about mine?
It's because you're far from the...
Do you have a gate?
You can take it off and just kind of... Whoever's talking...
Hey, Bumper Willis, what about mine?
I can hear you, bro, loud and clear. Jeremy's like, what about me? Jeremy, what do you got to say, dog?
Well, I mean, if the band ain't got a good drummer, no vale verga. Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
That's the damn truth right there.
I'll just tell it like it is.
The drummer's the heart of the group, bro.
That's the backbeat. And then don't even get me started on bass players.
That's the heartbeat.
Hey, you know what? I've said this before. I said this before on my show. For me, the coolest son of a bitch in a band is always the bass player.
That's for sure.
Because you know why?
To
me, wait a minute. Hear me out. Because a bass player is always, he's never wants to be in the front.
Never do.
Just let me get in front of my fucking amp. Let me hear myself, right? and I'm good. And like they don't move, they just like get in the groove. They're in their own. The front man, the accordion player, he has to show his ass, go in circles, and show off the accordion. The drummer, he goes off every now and a little rip. You know what I'm saying? A little bit off the thing, and the bajo sexto.
Our drummer's never off.
Now our bajo sexto player, him and Jordan, they do a little old school chamaco looking style dance. I don't know if you want to call it that.
The Weedo player always has to show off his Weedo.
Oh, there he is. Yes, shows Weedo. Right? But everybody watching on YouTube, everybody watching on Facebook, welcome. All that we ask you to do tonight is share the page, share the feed. It could be somebody sitting around drinking a beer, nothing else to do, and you get to hear some brand new music. And speaking of brand new music, we're going to start the show off.
Hey, let's play a polka to start the show off.
You want? Hello, no, fuck it. Let's do that. Hell yeah. Okay.
Let me sing it.
Hey, let me sing it.
Get it, Jeremiah. Get it.
Maya's gonna do the bass with his mouth. Boom, 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 boom.
Sayane rancho grande.
Can I hear the?
Get nice. He plays with
Here we go.
two gigs, so now he can sing.
They want those vocals, Jeremiah.
I'm trying to figure out every time that there's a polka, it lasts a long time.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Hey, man, I want to read this comment because the people on YouTube can't see the comments that come from Facebook. But they took a long time to write this comment, so I think it's fair to read the comment. Right? I want to say, on my end, it says Facebook user, but I wanted to say it's probably Bonnie, just by the way it's written. You know Bonnie Hernandez?
I love Bonnie, man. Let me tell you something. Bonnie's so great, man. She's so supportive.
Of everybody in the world. She loves everybody.
Love her to death.
I love Asalto. Jordan Rodriguez is a genius. Brilliant mind. What separates him is that he's willing to grow, including music-wise, and keeps learning so that he can be better. What Jordan lacks in vocal strength is made up by musicians that play from their soul with their instruments, and their instruments literally are singing and balances out the voice. Personally, I think Jordan's voice has truly gotten better and better, and I'm excited to see him reach his ultimate potential vocally. God's going to make Jordan and the entire band supersede their goals as long as they keep putting God first. And yes, Jeremiah is gorgeous.
Yeah!
Hey! Easy! Hold on. Let's see it. Jeremiah, you want to see it. Oh.
Dame tu cosita. Dame tu cosita.
Oh, shit.
Your chair is now pregnant. Hey, your chair is now pregnant.
Your chair's pregnant, bro.
Look like you took a blue pill.
All right, man. So, again, welcome to Frito-Pie Friday. Grupo Asalto's in the house. We're going to be talking a lot about music, and we're going to be playing a lot of new music. So, again, I'm not going to give my source. I think it was released today, and if it wasn't, well, I got it. This is a brand new one by Gabriel Zavala. It's called Pari. P-A-R-I.
Body.
Check it out. Here it goes.
desean. A mí me gusta el party, a mí me gusta el party. Quiero ver cómo meneas ese cuerpo cuando tú perreas. Tú tienes algo que necesito, mucha clase con un cuerpo exquisito. Solo permíteme un momentito para demostrarte, nena, que soy el bendito. Acércate para que sientas el fuego. Acércate, verás cómo despego. Acércate, dale mami sin miedo. Acércate, no lo dejes para luego. El party, a mí me gusta el party. Y una nena que es tan bella, el cuerpo malo que todos desean. A mí me gusta el party, a mí me gusta el party. Quiero ver cómo meneas ese cuerpo cuando tú perreas. Muévete conmigo despacito, ve cómo te muevo con mi estilo, me hace vuelto el apetito. Quisiera probar de un pedacito. Acércate para que sientas el fuego. Acércate, verás cómo despego. Acércate, dale mami sin miedo. Acércate, no lo dejes para luego. Sí es, ella.
J. Castillo, and the name of the song was called Body.
Body.
What'd you guys think? Those in the chat room, that's what tonight's about. We really like to see what the fans and other musicians that are out there listening, what'd you guys think of that AJ? For me, guys, I think it's a typical, I want to say typical because that doesn't
Classic
sound right.
AJ.
It's a classic AJ song. Like, it's his style. You as soon as you hear the accordion.
It's classic AJ with Gabriel Zavala behind it. That there's no other way to put it.
How did you know that?
Huh?
The chords on the accordion.
No, you honestly want to know how I know whenever Gabriel has his hand in something?
How do you know? Let's see. Let's
Hits
hear
makes
it.
you want to move your body.
Bro, no. I personally think that Gabriel does the best job, bro, when it comes to mixing and mastering vocals. Like I've always said, bro, I told Eddie Bettis this when we were with La Llave Music. Speaking of that, we'll talk about that in a minute. He's ready for a shot glass. Here's my thing, bro. I've always said that if I could have the perfect album or even single recorded,
I'm listening to you.
I would use.
It works.
I would use. I would use Aaron Holler to do all my drum tracks.
I got you.
I would use Eddie Pettis to do my bass and my bajo tracks. I would use probably Aaron Holler again for my accordion tracks, if not Gabriel, and for sure Zavala would do my vocal tracks. That would be, to me, my perfect recording, because all those guys are masters of their crafts, but they highlight in those areas.
I got you.
No one has a cleaner bajo recording than Eddie Pettis, bro.
Hey, Sonia de la Paz, your friend?
Yeah.
No, I hate that chick.
I love
No, bro. Like, the hate's a strong word, and just, you know, with Sonia,
I can't believe you just said that.
No,
on
I'm
the
just
live.
saying. Hey, I have a group chat
No,
with
dude,
Sonia,
Sonia just
brother.
put, I'm going to put this in my local bar, the bathroom. I'm going to put your phone number on the fucking bathroom.
Bro, hey, we played in Laredo.
It's got, I put gum in there. So, no, I'm going to get my son to bring me he'll bring us some shot
what was
glasses.
that, stepbrother? Mom, the meatloaf! Oh, Talladega Nights.
Somebody said, oh, your brother's asking, where do we, shout out to Rock and Roll James is watching, shout out to Lucky J, shout out to El Músico on YouTube, Anthony Garcia, Sonia de la Paz,
Asústame,
Carla
guapa.
Cristina, J Rod's watching, Sonia de la Paz, everybody watching, man. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday
Rock and Roll
evening.
James.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
You got to give a shout out to Candy G.
Candy who?
Candy Garcia, bro.
Candy Garcia. Shout out to Candy Garcia.
Hey, so let's not fall off, though. So going back to Gabriel Zavala's production, great production as always. Solid, very well organized. I can say that about
So do we
Gabriel.
give it? So here in when you guys are guests on Frito-Pie Friday, we give it a
4.769
No,
stars.
we don't give it a point system, but we give it a nod of approval. Or we just, it's one of those. If it's one of those, like, doesn't mean that it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad, right? Because everybody has opinions, right? Everybody, what's the saying? Opinions are like, everybody has one, right?
Like an asshole.
Thank you, Jeremy.
That was real
Oh,
cash.
shit.
You guys have assholes?
Sonia says, like, don't release our chat, Jordan.
Hey, but dude, I love Sonia, bro. I love Sonia so much.
Awesome. I love Sonia's voice. Great vocalist. But back to the song. Agree with what you said. As Jeremiah is patiently waiting to take a shot of tequila.
Waiting for a shot glass.
I dug the song. I'm not an absolute.
I'll put this tequila in your belly button.
No.
Lay down. I'll
I'm
put it in
not
your belly
like
button.
an AJ. Like he's not like my go-to. Like,
Lay down so I can
the
put
dude
this
is
tequila in
awesome.
your belly button.
Don't get me wrong. His music is great. But it's just not like some people say it's not my cup of tea.
At the end of the day,
Musician wise and vocally wise, great song, great music. But for me, it's like, for me personally, right? Great song. And you're absolutely right. To me, anything Gabe Zavala touches, if you're a musician out there and you're looking to spend some money, right? There's some guys that are floating around here, and there's probably some right now watching the show in the chat room that know what the fuck they're doing, right? And I know sometimes it's easier to take the cheaper route.
the cheaper
I
or the
get
cheaper?
it. The cheaper route, right? But at the same time, like, these dudes have been doing what they're doing for a long time for a reason. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I give it a nod, bro. I give it a nod. I give it a nod for the club. I don't think I give it a nod for the radio.
Like to get the club pumping
Yeah,
up?
bro. Like if I'm in the club, I want to hear that song. If I'm in the
Party song, not a cruising song.
if I'm in the club, yeah, there you go. Party song, not a cruising song, because I'm gonna start dancing in the car and I'm gonna get a wreck and.
Hey, y'all's windows up? because my buddy Leon Galvan, shout out to LG Production. Leon, put your production company. I'll put on there. He does a fucking badass job with sound.
Leon, we did Leon at
No, he didn't go to Milwaukee with stuff. But I just saw him do. He just did Michael Salgado's thing at Smoke with the screens. An amazing job. But he said it's gonna rain because we're actually doing shout outs. Because
Bro, I think
usually
we
when I
worked
do a
with
show,
Leon.
I don't do shout outs.
We worked with Leon at a park somewhere where we opened up for Elida, right?
That's right. That's right.
That was Leon, right?
Yeah, it's Leon.
All
Dude,
12
he
people
does
were
a
there.
great job.
No,
bro.
he's fucking
Like,
amazing,
if-
bro.
You know what? That's probably been
There
the
was 12
best.
people there.
That's
And 2 dogs.
It was
that's probably the
112
best
degrees
production.
in the middle of the day.
That's probably the best production that we've played on
you
as far as
busted
a
a
plug and play.
Yeah,
I busted a
he's-
nalga.
And that's, you know, bro, that's Leon. Hold on, guys. On a real note, Leon, know that even though Asalto's really nobody, bro, in our eyes, we're still nobody. But know that bands like us truly appreciate your craft. We truly appreciate the fact that you go out and you buy the best of the best to be able to provide the best of the best. You know, as for us, even as a starting band, you know, we all have our years of experience in this industry, but it's great for us, bro, whenever we can pull up to a venue that we get paid for a plug and play and we don't have to worry about things. We know, I'll tell you this, bro. We got paid for a plug and play in Lubbock, Texas, and I'm not going to name the artist, but we went and opened up for this artist, and we offered to take our sound. We have our own sound as well. We have our own production. Said no, plug and play. We show up. This artist, bro, turns off half the sound system. He turned half, and hey, what's going on? Hey, man, so-and-so said that, you know, y'all can play on that, you know. Well, Karma kicked him in the ass real quick because he got on stage and guess what? Road crew forgot to turn the system back on. Well, then they turned it on. And when they turned it on, the other side cut out.
Damn.
So,
Oh, was that time that we played with?
Hey,
and so just Leon, know that we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Real quick before we move on to another song, people are hitting me up. Jeremiah, we want to hear your personal opinion on that song. Because you're sitting there, you know, that kid in the corner in the quiet, the teacher's is like,
Man,
Don't
I'll
pick
say
me.
this. Okay, so
Clean your chin.
I'll say this on that song, man. Anytime you hear a song that comes out and it makes you want to move, it's perfection, man. Because, and we talked about that today at dinner. I mean, it's great as musicians. The song was played. It was so simple. Probably what, 3-4 chords? Maybe. But something so simple sounds so powerful. And so we were talking about that today. How, you know, normal people, musicians, we go watch and we hear a lick and oh man, that sounded great. Normal people don't hear that, man.
so for the
Normal people want to dance.
for the people that are trying to grab what Jeremiah's talking about, we had a great conversation over dinner, and you know, we all kind of agreed on the same thing. I think sometimes having friends as musicians and you play music in front of them, they attack the song differently than we as fans do, right?
Absolutely.
And I believe that sometimes musicians get caught, as we talked about, get caught trying to please their friends that are other musicians, like musically, like putting in extra licks, like doing this extra shit that to the naked ear we're not gonna catch. It don't matter, right? It doesn't matter. And maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too much for the people listening on the radio or on the other end. Sometimes the most simplest songs are the most strongest songs, right? You get a hook, it's gone.
Like that song right there with Gabriel Zavala and
AJ.
I guarantee you,
Castillo.
by next week, that song's gonna be viral. on
If I
TikTok.
was at home listening to that song, bro, I'd want to start taking my clothes off and dancing around.
You start taking your
play
clothes
it
off.
again. You're at
Yeah,
home,
bro.
Bonnie's waiting for you to be
My
at
clothes
home.
will come off.
Put
on
it
that
on.
song. My clothes will come off on that song.
All right, Jeremy, it's time to hear your opinion.
Give me a second. Let me fix this right here.
Just zoom out on that stupid cap.
On the what?
On the stupid cap.
Do we give an opinion?
Bro, I don't think your son's gonna bring us a.
Oh my God! Here we go. 956. No fucking around.
and before we go, just because I want to use you guys, right? I mean, what did you think, Juanito? What did you think of the song?
Well, it's going back to what Jeremiah said. It was pretty simple, but it was like perfection. It was perfect. And growing up playing music, you know, me and Jordan and J-Rod, we started playing with my dad. And my dad would always tell us, you play simple, people are going to love you. But if you go there and you want to show off, that's what it's called, show off.
That's what Jeremy does on the drums sometimes?
Yeah, every now and then. But no, I mean, honestly,
I was fixing to say something.
He's like the.
I was fixing to fucking say something. I'm not gonna do it.
We call him Sweet Feet. Hey, Sweet Feet.
Oh man.
Sweet feet.
Let's see.
This kid people don't see his third leg when he's doing the triple. Beautiful. Sustam at one time.
So check it out, man. As we're speaking, and all the guys who I'm
Carla,
going to
the
get
bottle's
them
open.
to talk on the music, but there's a guy who watches the show anytime I do a Frito-Pie Friday, and I do see him on Wacky Wednesdays. And he's not even from the state of Texas, right?
Jonathan.
He's from the state of Florida. I think he helped Jordan out. And did you do some of your stuff in the beginning, your album?
Who, Jonathan?
Yeah.
No, all Jonathan ever did for us, he wrote Vente. And actually, we're here to record this weekend, and Jonathan wrote one of the songs we're recording.
Hell yeah, badass. So shout out to Jonathan Espinosa, who's been a fan of Frito-Pie Friday since day one. I mean, the days of staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning. I think it was Sonia de la Paz, Carla Cristina, and Jonathan Espinosa and myself. We're the only four on the,
Look,
chatting back and forth.
Look, bro, here's a piece of the song Jonathan wrote. Watch.
All cowbell.
That's it, bro.
I'm waiting for this shit to fucking hit, dog.
Hey, you should have added some delay to that way.
Hey, you gotta give a shout out.
That's the metronome count to it.
We gotta give a shout out to my brother Rodney, man. Him and Nati from Arizona, man.
They're watching?
Heck yeah, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, I love them guys.
It's still early over
Dude,
there.
let me tell you something, bro. Those guys they'll drive 12 hours to watch us do a gig in Lubbock and then drive home the next morning. Seriously.
That's dedication, homie.
It's love.
That's love.
It's love.
For sure. All right, man. So I'm gonna play this new one. We're talking about Jonathan Espinosa. He sent me an email, and I want to give some shout outs on here. Drums, percussion, mix and master by Aaron Holler. Accordion, Lalo Morales. Organ, David de la Garza from La Mafia. Bass, Emiliano Gana.
Oh, it's gonna be real good.
And then on guitar, Miguel Hernandez. So those are some heavy hitters, man. We're ready to check out this song. It's called the Espinosa Experience.
Again?
Right here. Here it goes.
Esta es una historia de amor. Voy a apuntarlo en un papel para que un día puedan ver que nuestro amor fue un placer. Es imposible detallar nuestra manera de amar. Esto no es casualidad. Esto es amar a todo dar. Y nadie va a amar como yo. Y nadie me amará como tú. Lo nuestro es algo especial. Lo nuestro es algo especial. Sigue siendo para mí mi única necesidad. Eres mi motivo. Solo por ti vivo. Quiero amanecer contigo. Navegar el mundo contigo. Enfrentar tormentas contigo. Descubrir la vida contigo. Quiero bailar toda la noche. Enredada en tus brazos. Voy a entregarte toda mi vida. Vas a ser mío toda la vida. descubrir la vida, toda la vida, solo contigo.
Hey, Mario's in Seattle.
Yeah.
Frankie J.
So how's he gonna record y'all?
Fucking good there.
He has people, man. So for anyone that doesn't know,
What's happening is I'm
Hold
going to start.
on. Don't jump the gun. Don't
Oh, I
jump
thought
the
you were
gun.
gonna ask me
let's talk about the
I
song
thought you were gonna
first.
ask me for my opinion.
So yeah, that was Jonathan Espinosa from Florida. This is called the Espinosa Experience. It has some big guns on all the.
I think the drummer sucks.
Damn, Aaron, like that, bro, like that.
And this is the only big guns that's
Before I
around here.
forget, she also wrote a long one. I got to go back and read it. I'm sorry because I just saw her name. You guys got to bear with me. It's my show. I can do that. Saludos, Bumper and Asalto. You're all part of the Mexican Fiesta family. Thank you, Grupo Asalto, for coming and being easy to work with and giving your all for every performance. Definitely left your mark out. Don't forget about us in Milwaukee.
Hey, man, thank you so much for having us. And to everybody there, man, it was such a treat and a blessing for us. I didn't know what to expect, man. Some of these guys, we've never played there. Jordan and Juanito have, but, man, it was such a blessing, man. The girls,
Vinny.
man, everybody there was so great.
Bro,
Vanessa was amazing, bro.
Vanessa took care of us, man. Her mom, her sister.
Like to send a
Our
shout out
friends.
to the drum tech, Santiago.
Oh, yeah.
Santiago
Hey.
was there, baby.
I was a drum tech too, dog.
Ah, you were a drum tech. You were sending your ass over there.
Bro, hey, okay. Check it out. Hey, here we go.
Here we
He carried
go.
our stuff one time.
Here we go.
Hoy la mofle. Hoy la mofle.
Agua.
Hoy la mofle. Hoy la mofle.
Let me call him right now.
Waters. Who, Ray?
Let me call Ray right now.
Oh, hey, you know what?
Anyway,
Call him.
hold up.
Ray
Anyway.
said he carried everything. I got text. You want me to get the text message?
Here we
out?
go. So as I was saying, right, Jonathan Espinosa from the state of Florida, he's been putting out a lot of good music here in the last, I don't know, over a year or so. I've got to get to know him. The song is called Toda la Vida, and it's on this album called the Espinosa Experience. Well, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Espinosa. When he put out Carla Cristina's song, another artist that I found here on, I didn't find. I when I say I found,
Received.
it's the first time I heard it was here on Frito-Pie Friday, and now she's here in Texas doing her thing. So shout out to Carla Cristina. But I dug the
956.
song. But I want to bring this up, and I hope Jonathan's listening.
Let's wait for him to comment. Jonathan, are you still
Yeah,
on?
no, he's listening.
You better be.
That song again for me. That song was heavy on the musician side, right? Like it was strong. For me, it's a badass. Like I could see the
The
musicians.
musicianship is shining bright, bro.
Exactly.
But do you go into a club?
Well, will it play in a club to dance to?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
What song?
Bro,
The one that we just played, people.
Bro, can you look? And I'm not just calling out that, but it's the way we lay it down. I tried. To me, like I couldn't go into a club and dance to our song "Vente."
Nah.
I'd have a hard time dancing to "No Quiero Verte Ir," because people want to walk into a club. Como le haré? Adiosito, tengo miedo. You know they want that. You know you're at least looking at a BPM of 89.
Or what about?
Exactly. But at the same time, realize what we just did. We talked about songs from the 1990s to early 2000s. And as a musician, I hear that new song and I'm like, damn them guys, dude. Golly. Like, honestly, where the hell do they come up with this stuff?
Yeah.
How who arranged that? God
But
damn, like,
this is the thing. At the same time, I mean, the thing is like you get all these monster musicians, right? And we call them monster musicians. Everybody does. And you get them all together, and they make this great song like they made this one. Okay, so when this artist, let's say she gets a band or whatever, and she throws that band in there, can that band play that music? Because there's so much stuff going on, and the band.
Match it.
you can't match
But
that.
like Sonia said,
So what you're saying is to play that live
So
for
that's
a
like
band,
Jordan-
that's really hard to do.
That's like
It
Jordan
is.
going and get the best musicians in the whole Tejano industry, and then we got to practice that to try to match that because that's what the people are expecting live.
Oh yeah, it's on the radio like that.
So I mean, you know, when they go see us live, they're gonna be like, okay, Jordan, well, that band sound like shit compared to that band that was playing on that CD. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
well,
tough,
here's
man.
the thing, bro. Not many drummers can amount up to Aaron Holler. Not many drummers can. I love Aaron, bro. I text him, I call him, we're on the phone. And not many people, to me, you got Aaron Holler, you got Joey Jimenez, you got Jeremy Ramos. You got, I mean, bro, you got, dude, Lionel. We just had dinner with Lionel. Lionel is a hell of a, you got Paul Anthony Layton with Control.
Anthony?
We opened them, dude. You got Anthony de la Garza, bro.
De la Garza, yeah.
Those are all such, and I'm not talking.
Hey, what about Robin Reyes, way?
And
man.
bro,
Ese vato está bien monstruo, ya madre.
so here's the thing, bro. So you know those are high hitting players, bro.
I got you.
And so I'm not talking crap. We're not talking crap about. But even if we think Jeremy's a good drummer, try to put Jeremy on that song. I'm not putting down Jeremy. Jeremy knows his limits. He knows what he's doing. But at the same time, you think Jeremy's gonna sit there and listen to that song for 5 hours trying to get all those licks down? And he'll never have them down to the T.
No, because I don't got 50 cymbals. I only got 3.
There.
Hey, well, when you're sponsored like Aaron Holler
has 50 cymbals. I only got 3.
So if you guys are just joining us, man, welcome to Frito-Pie Friday. We're live from the Wacky Wednesday studio. You saw how I did that real quick?
Hey,
Frito-Pie Friday.
but we got a new one way.
You got a new one.
Sloppy Joe Sunday way.
Oh my God.
You know where that comes from? Jeremy's real sloppy and Joe's bien Joe. Hey, Joe, say hi. Joe hasn't even said nothing, bro.
Hey, put on sloppy Joe. Joe, what's up, dog?
Hey, Sloppy Joe.
So let me tell you guys. Let's see what Jordan's. All facts, guys. I said it before. I do the music I love. It's not for everybody.
We never said it wasn't for us, dog. You're about to make me text you something real not pretty.
Who?
Hey, real not pretty, Jonathan.
Not pretty at all.
I love,
Krispy Kreme.
but yeah, Sonia's right. I mean, I love the Espinosa vibes, but it's something that I just want to jam because I appreciate the musicianship. I appreciate the way Jonathan writes music. Yeah. He's extinguished himself in our industry.
He came out of nowhere.
He honestly did, bro.
Yeah, he
Whenever
literally
I've
came out
known
of
him
nowhere.
like 20 years, bro.
when you
I've known him like 20 years.
Really?
For real?
We go back, bro. I'm a pastor's kid, right? And he had a Christian band, and they would actually travel to Lubbock, Texas, man, and do shows there at some churches, man. And
Jonathan?
yeah, man, that's how I met him. That's how I met him, man. Yeah, they were traveling, man. Just
Hey,
a
y'all are
bunch of
making me
kids.
nervous bending over like that, bro. Grab the mic. It's got a cord. Hold the son of a bit. I know you're not used to it. People are gonna be
Look at
making
the way
memes
you
tomorrow.
grasp that.
Jeremiah holding that.
Hey, will you put some delay on Jeremiah?
Give me
It
some
sounds
reverb.
dry, ya madre way.
Yeah, man, I've known Jonathan for like 20-some years, man. Yeah. Since, like I said, I'm a pastor's kid, and so I grew up playing church stuff, man.
Hey.
And so was he. He grew up and playing
And you
church.
just took a shot.
Shout
You're
out
a
to
pastor's
Grupo
kid?
Macizo. They're watching. They're probably en route.
Shout out to
They're
Macizo,
probably
man.
on
That's one of
en
my
route
favorite
somewhere
bands.
in Florida.
That is one of my favorite bands out there.
Macizo's one of your favorite bands?
Yeah, bro.
You know,
Absolutely.
Macizo is one of me and my wife's. Like,
Desde
you know,
Tampa.
you ever have like you and your spouse that there's like you like what you like, they like what they like, and then there's some songs that you like. Macizo's always been one of those groups that we both we can jam the shit out of all night, all the time, all the time.
All night.
Shout out to Familia Aguilar Promotions
Oh,
from Arizona. I was gonna say from Arizona, Arizona.
Cara de huevos.
Hey, he said I'll buy the damn cymbals.
There we go. So we're gonna move on to another song. Was sent in just today, as a matter of fact. The guy's name, man, dude, this name right here, it's you got to get past the first two names. The name of the guy is David Lee Rodriguez.
I love it, man.
That's our neck of the woods,
Yeah,
right?
that's our neck of the woods in West Texas.
David Lee Rodriguez y 411 or 411. I don't know.
That guy, man, David's such a big supporter, bro. He's always supporting other people, bro. Always, man.
Hold on, bro.
Always.
I gotta give a shout out, Albert. You don't know how that just made me feel, bro. Thank you so much from you guys, man. Wow, dude, brother, we love you. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah.
That means the world to us.
That's the thing too, man. Like, doing shows like this, you get to bring in bands like you guys, and people don't really understand it. You guys are fans of. You guys grew up. You know what I mean? Listening to your own. Everybody here has what they grew up listening to. Everybody's different. Everybody has their different favorites. But at the end of the day, when a legend like Albert Ramirez comes on and says, "Hey, you know what? Grupo Asalto's a real deal," that says a lot, dude.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You got to take that. You got to take that for everything that it's worth. So again, man, shout out to Macizo. Hope you guys safe travels to and from Florida. Hope you guys have a good weekend tour over there.
Hey, shout out to Chris Arrocha Jr., man. He's going to be playing drums for this.
Oh, yeah, he's out there, little Chris.
Filling in for jams.
Little Chris. Matter of fact, you know what? It's funny, dude, because I just hung out with his dad last Saturday. Me and him were together. We're almost on a double date with my wife, his wife. We went to go see Invasores, Grupo Pesado, and Los Cardenales. And we'll go by and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Hey, you got chingos de dinero.
Yeah, chingo de feria.
What a good music.
We're going to put a brand new song again by these guys. These guys know him. I guess he's from the West Texas area. His name is David Lee Rodriguez y el 411, and the name of the song is called Siempre, Siempre. Let's check it out.
No te fijes cómo vengo, lo bueno es que ya llegué, aunque venga mal herido por los tragos que me eché. Pasaba por la cantina cuando uno empezó a cantar. Y cantaba tan bonito que como no había de entrar. Siempre que me emborracho, palabra que algo me pasa, voy derechito a verte y me equivoco de casa. Siempre que me emborracho, yo nada más pienso en ella y no me tranquilizo hasta acabar la botella. Y no es mentira. Las canciones de borrachos quizás nos hagan reír, pero a fondo son las quejas del hombre y de su sufrir. Pero mueran las tristezas, mejor vamos a tomar y
David Lee Rodriguez. Siempre. We all sat here. If you could see the cameras, we're all looking at each other like, that's a remake of a song. And we're arguing. We weren't arguing, but we were trying to figure out who it was. And we believe that was an old Chamaco song. Right.
So let's talk back to the roots.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Right? I mean, back that's traditional Tejano. Back, I mean, you get a
How's that David Lee Garza feel?
David Lee Garza feel.
Hey, but that's David Lee Rodriguez. I'm just fucking.
Hey, it's like me and Joe. I'm the Rodriguez. He's the Garza. But bro, I mean, you can picture walking into Far West at Rudy Lopez's place and hearing that song and seeing people on the dance
Roger
floor.
Aguilar said what I said. He has a Chente Varela style. It's good. That's why I said it, Chente, right away.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's kind of the style that I had. Hey, look who's here! You never know who's gonna show up. Let's see if we can hear him.
Yo,
Mario, can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you, dog. Hold on.
What? Hello. Testing 1 2.
Hold on. Let's see. Mario, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
We can't. I can't hear you, dog. Hold up.
Oh,
Let's see what we got going on here.
Mario, I love you, Mario. You're laughing.
Mario, check.
Oh,
Check.
Here we go.
1 2,
Testicles,
1 2,
1 2, testicles.
Man, hold on. You never know who's gonna show up. Hopefully, when we do this, we'll get them on there.
Don't tell me, wait, Joe Biden.
Let's go, Brandon.
He's a real good. He's a Tejano fan.
Hold on. Hey, bumper. Trying to get these 4 guys on here.
Okay, while you're fixing that, we're gonna talk a little bit, Bump.
Just a little bit.
Okay, dale.
Let's do
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Bumper's Frito-Pie Friday right here on Jordan World Circus.
So let me see why we can't say something, Mario.
Something.
Mario.
Was that you or is that him?
No, that was.
Here, hold on. Let me see.
Yo.
Talk, Mario.
Yo.
He can hear. People can hear Mario, but I can't hear him. We can't hear him over here.
Yo. There's like a delay.
Okay, well, one of y'all turn it down a little bit so we don't do it, but we're gonna have to hear him off of there because I don't know why
Well,
we can't.
mine's lagging.
You can hear
so
Mario
who's-
on the phone.
It's lagging a little bit.
Mine's lagging a little bit.
Anyway, we got Mario who's about to go on stage in front of thousands of people. He's out there doing,
He's a Frankie J and Baby Bash.
Yeah, Frankie J, Baby Bash. He's out there doing professional things. So that just goes to show you, man, you never know who's watching the show, where they're watching from. He's actually in the state of Washington. Right, he's in Washington. And not D.C., the other Washington.
State.
Yeah.
Way up there.
What's up, Mario?
Yo, on the daddy. Can you hear me or no?
I can't hear. You know what? Maybe let me try this. Let me try this.
Yeah.
Talk to him. If y'all can talk to him, listen to him.
Hello.
Or talk to him. Talk to Mario.
All right. Hey, Mario. So they can hear you on there, and we can't hear you on this end. But so we brought you on. We just want to talk to you a little bit about what you got going on with yourself, and also what you got going on future wise with Baby Grand Records.
Yeah, man. You want me to just go for it? I know there's a delay, right? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up or something.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what we should do? Is there a way that you could Mario, is anybody there with another phone that you could call in?
Man, yeah, but they're in
Or
the
I could
shower
cut
right
your
now, dude.
your video feed off and then you can just call into my phone and then
Let's do that.
I can put you on Bluetooth and I think we should be able to hear you.
Let's do that. Call me.
Go to the front desk.
Bye, bud.
Yeah, I'm Mario. I'm gonna call you, Mario. I'm gonna call you. Let's see what happens here.
Must be nice to have Mario O's number.
I can forward it to you if you need it.
Oh, we got some feedback there, Bumper. Turn me down a little bit.
All right, how about now?
¿Qué pasó, Daddy? So now we got to make sure our volume's all the way down now on your what do you call it, Mario? So what's up, bro? Where you at right now?
So right now I'm in Yakima, Washington, right here by Seattle.
Yakima, Washington. Those of you that are watching us and you're saying, well, who the hell's talking? These guys are looking at their phones. We're talking to Mario O, the owner, CEO of Baby Grand Records.
So let's fix something real quick because y'all said the name of the city wrong. It's Yakimo. See, I gotta make sure y'all say it correctly.
Oh my God, for real?
Yakimo.
Like, you know, whenever they get done with the show, ya se acabó. Ya acabó.
So, Jordan, I thought you were talking. What's going on?
So, Mario, can you hear me, doggy?
I can hear you, Daddy.
First off, man, thank you for taking the time to answer Bumper's call, man. I know a lot of other artists don't. So like we were talking about before Bumper called you, man, and we took you off. But we got some feedback. We need to take care of that. We need to call Leon. Call Leon.
I'd like to call Ray, please.
Yeah, Ray's my guy.
I'll take sound engineers for 200. Sound engineers for 200. Mario, we want to talk about a little bit, man. For the fans that don't know, maybe about a month and a little bit more than a month ago, I made the announcement on K Alamo with DJ Aftermath. Of course, Jeremiah was with me. We had an interview there on Noche Norteño Light, right. And I made the comment that Asalto had a bunch of new beginnings coming up. Of course, we announced that night that Bumper Gomez is now the new management for Asalto.
Easy.
And,
now, you know what, dude? Say Bumper's what?
Bumper's Frito-Pie Friday.
Hey, how did we do it earlier, Jeremy? Bumper. Bumper's Frito-Pie Friday. So anyway, man, on that interview, we made some comments and we made some things about future insights with Grupo Asalto. We announced new management, which for those that do not know, still Jose Bumper Gomez is the new contact for.
Hey, just for y'all, if y'all don't know, chingo the business card. It's official, vato. Tengo chingo the business card. Let me know. I'm giving out 3 at a time.
3 at a time. And so we're very fortunate. We're very blessed to have Bumper on our team. So if any of you guys need a band, if y'all need someone to perform for any of your events, don't call Bumper, call me so we can cut him out.
There you go.
Cut him out. Now get that number on the screen right there, man. Give Bumper Gomez a call and we'll give you a good price for Asalto. Keep in mind, guys, that in the month of May and June, we offer discounts for graduations. It's something that Asalto's always done because we
ain't talked about that shit.
We like to promote. We like to promote the kids doing good, bro. We like to promote the kids. They graduated, whatever. If we normally do a show, so let's just say you call us for your quinceañera and it's 5 G's or 10 G's or whatever. So let's just say the price is $5,000 for your graduation. Price is going to be $4,999.99.
There we go. Don't forget Mario's on the phone.
So anyway, so Mario, let's just talk about. I made a comment that night that Asalto was going to be going with a new record label. Do you know anything about that?
I heard something about Freddie Records.
Wrong answer. What's behind curtain number 2?
Do we need to make this a multiple choice interview?
Yeah, option number 2. So yeah, I mean, do you want me to do it? Do you want to do it? I mean, obviously, I guess people kind of get the hint right now. Baby Grand Records is going to sign Grupo Asalto to the company.
Hell yeah!
And,
There we go. Mario, where can I pick up that 6-figure check, dog? Now, hey, Mario, honestly, man, I want to tell you, thank you. You know, I've known you, for quite some time now, and you've always been just a humble dude. It's really weird when you hear about people and then you finally meet them, and it's like you think this person's going to be a certain way, and they're totally opposite. And that's Mario O for you, man. The guy is just as chill can be. You know what I mean? And you've always welcomed me to the studio with open arms, even before the Asalto gig here. And now that I'm working with these guys, and we're gonna get on your record label, dude. I'm super pumped, and I know we're gonna take Grupo Asalto to places, man. So I want to thank you personally for that.
As long as Taco Palenque is one of those places.
No, thank you, Bumper. I appreciate that, bro. And real quick, like, just with what you were mentioning, how people label us, they put us under certain categories, man, whether it's about our reputation, and sometimes because when we're playing with certain artists, we might think that, I don't know, we're better than everybody, or we're conceited or whatever. And then I hear the thing always that, well, Mario is just straight up Tejano, and that's all you're going to get.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is that what I do is I'm very versatile, man, when it comes to music. I grew up in the church playing all kinds of different genres of music, from jazz, of course, to the gospel, the Tejano, the Norteño, you name it. I mean, we do it all. So being like a CEO of a company, man, you have to just kind of adapt to whatever comes your way. So being that we're signing Grupo Asalto, I want to say we're categorized under the Norteño-like, maybe Norteño rock. I don't know exactly where we're going, but we're gonna surprise people, man. I mean, people think that we're gonna come out with some kind of little Tejano record, and it's not gonna be like that.
Hey, he's already throwing it out there.
Yeah, because people are gonna talk, bro, and I'm pretty sure they're already talking. And it's all good. Like, it's not gonna steer us another direction or in the wrong direction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring you that fire, man. So I do give the artist the liberty to pretty much showcase what they have, their talent, their gift. And my thing is to kind of just coach them and guide them in the right direction, because, you know, we've had the years of experience working with so-and-so, and I've worked with so many different artists, man, different genres. Like today, for example, I'm not doing a Tejano gig. I'm doing an R&B, pop, hip-hop gig. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing, bro, to be able to, I guess, offer my services to my fellow peers, man. And if I can help in any way to get them to that next level, well, by all means, let's do it, man.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, Mario, I know you're a busy man out there, dude. I want to thank you for, taking a few minutes to chime in with us, us people down here on the bottom of the totem pole here in South Texas. We're not doing big old arenas like that over there. But Neta, bro, I can't wait to work alongside of you, helping these guys. And then also, me and Mario, we got some other shit we're working on. We're going to throw out here in a couple of couple of months or so.
Are you getting him a new hat?
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Here you go. But Mario, thank you, bro. Take care of yourself out there, bro, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend sometime.
Hey, once again, happy birthday to Mario.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
Hold
on, Mario. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Just for you.
All
Am I
right.
singing?
They're calling him on stage.
Yesterday.
Qué linda está la mañana en que vengo a saludarte. Venimos todos con gusto y placer a felicitarte. El día en que tú naciste, nacieron todas las flores. En la vida del bautismo cantaron los ruiseñores. Ya viene amaneciendo, ya la luz del día los dio. Levántate de mañana, mira que amaneció.
Man.
Hey, happy birthday, Mario.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mario. Happy birthday to you.
Man. Harmonies y todo el pedo.
Hey, Mario, are you crying, way?
Harmonies and everything.
Are you crying? Wipe your eyes
Yeah,
before
bro,
you
bro,
walk on that
two
stage,
tears.
son.
Juanito even dropped the mic for you, bro. I
Give me
got you.
2 tears, one on each side, bro.
There you go.
Hey, we told Bumper the bajo need more low, so Juanito dropped the mic on the floor.
I got it, bro. So if you need help tomorrow, I got you.
Bueno, Mario, be safe, bro, and hopefully we run into you this weekend, brother.
Hey, Mario.
That was good, man. Check out my Facebook Live in a little while. I'm going to go on stage.
All right, we'll check it out.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Later, brother.
Later. Isn't
All
that
right, bro,
crazy,
later.
bro? That he's in one state right now, and like tomorrow it'll just be like nothing. And think about where he's. To me, traveling flights have always just amazed me. No matter how many places I've flown in the world, traveling just
It's
always
crazy.
amazed
He's
me.
in one state right now, and tomorrow he'll be in another. It's kind of like
So-
ice and water.
If you guys, what do you need? Water?
I said ice and water.
Ice and water. I got water back there. There's a whole bunch of waters back there. Hey guys, if anybody's watching that's a big fan of Grupo Asalto, and there's a song that you want these guys to play, get in the chat room, let us know. And I also want to throw this out there. I'm live on the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday page. If you're a big Facebook person watching live, this is going to be the second show. If you could throw me some stars, I would greatly appreciate it, man. So you guys could throw some stars. And again, if there's a song you guys want them to play, let us know, and we'll see if Jordan's up to it. Dude, let me pass me that bajo, bro, please.
Just don't pass it. Don't pass it like Dak Prescott. Pass it like Cooper. Cooper Rush.
Man, let's give this sponsor, this company. Let's talk about this.
So you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Here, let's talk about it, man. So I have a buddy. His name's Jorge Vasquez, Coco. He's the owner of Tex-Mex Bajo Quintos, and so I actually started playing Tex-Mex bajos probably 2-3 years ago, man. Whenever they first came out, I love the bajos. That's all I've owned ever since I've gotten bajos. I used to play Garcia bajos, and then I moved to Tex-Mex, man. And so George started doing some sponsorships, man. And his main one that he did was with what is it, Contragolpe, something like that. And they're a big norteño band, man. And one day we're jamming and George hits me up. He said, "Bro, Asalto needs a new bajo." And I'm like, "Bro, I can't afford one right now, man." I said, Joe already had his own Tex-Mex bajo quinto, man. Yeah. And he's like, "No, we're fixing to add you to our roster."
It smells good.
And so I was like, "You're going to add us to your roster?" And he's like, "Yeah." So we moved forward, man, and Coco made the choice to sponsor Asalto, man, and me and him got together. And
I just want people to really check this bajo quinto out, man. The detail on this thing is freaking amazing. The name Asalto on the neck looks super badass. This is definitely will grab people's attention. So now what we have to do is we're going to have to take all of Jeremiah's basses. Is that a basis, right? Is that a word?
His bases.
We're going to take his bases and we got to turn them into the people who did this paint job, and we just got to paint them all.
So it's in the works, man. So I'm actually looking for someone.
Jeremiah's going to be like, "The fuck give you up."
Those are my babies, bro. Those are my babies.
So we're actually in the works, man, of getting someone to make a matching. I designed that bajo, man. So me and the guys, so we've been sponsored for quite a while, man. The guys never knew about it. Joe never even knew that a bajo was getting made for him, man. And I was there late nights.
Ooh, he didn't know?
He didn't know.
That causes for a great interview. Joe, grab that mic real quick and let me let the Asalto fans know. How did you feel when you first opened up that case and you saw that bajo?
Felt amazing, really amazing.
Real good.
Real good.
Actually, what happened is I found out one day we were on stage. I don't remember where we were performing, but one day Jordan's like,
"No, this camera right there."
Oh, one day Jordan was like, "Yeah, I got to make an announcement," and we're all just looking at him like we always do when he's talking, and he was just like, "Just want to let everybody know that Joe's been sponsored with Tex-Mex Bajos," and I was shocked, man. I wasn't shocked.
How'd you do it?
Endorsed. My bad. Endorsed. But I was looking at it like, what? I was in shock, man. But it was really, really great. I've been playing Tex-Mex for probably about roughly maybe I think it's been about 4 years that I bought mine off of him. And it's an amazing bajo. I love him. I wouldn't trade him for anything else.
That's a beautiful bajo you got right there,
very,
bro.
Very
beautiful, man.
So a lot of people don't know, man. But so of course, but these guys aren't the original members from Grupo Asalto. The only one that's the original member is Joe. Joe's been with me since even the thought of Asalto. Joe was with the band Jordan Rodriguez band is who Joe started out with. And of course, Asalto came as we're driving home from Amarillo, Texas, from practicing one time, and Joe. me and Joe were helping out a conjunto band back in West Texas. Whenever the thought of the Jordan Rodriguez band came out, and so I asked Joe. I said, "Hey, man, I know this guy's your friend, whatever, but blood is thicker than water. If I started a band, will you be my bajo player?" "Yeah, cuz in a heartbeat." We're in the gym working out. I know it's hard to believe because we're fat, but we were in the gym working out. And I said, "Hey, dog, no, I'm being serious." What happened was that wreck with what's his name? Javier Galvan had happened, and the people from Plainview had passed away, and they were holding a benefit. Well, J.R. Gomez calls Magic 106.5 in Lubbock, and he says, "Hey, man, I'm getting this benefit together, and who's hitting on the radio over there right now, and whatever." Well, I had barely released De Nuevo, and they're like, "Yeah, this kid Jordan Rodriguez, man, he's around the area, and his music's doing really good." JR calls me, "Hey, what you doing, bro?" I said, "Nothing, what's up?" "Hey, I'm putting you on the flyer, bro, to play this show over here at Club Pink for this family."
He said, he's putting you on the flyer.
I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, bro, so get your band together, bro, and the show's on this date, whatever." Well, so I posted on Facebook right away, like, "Hey, man, holding auditions for a bass player, a drummer, and a percussionist." And so a bunch of these guys entered, man, and we got together, we practiced, And our first show went terrible, and we kept moving on, and slowly but surely, man, I just...
We weren't in the band, you guys.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah. And so shortly after that, Juan came on. And then after that, we had some issues with our bassist. And then Jeremiah came to play his first gig with us. And let me tell you this, dude. We didn't even get paid our first gig with Jeremiah, so it's kind of embarrassing. Hey, dude, can you come help us? Yeah. Oh, well, we're not getting paid, but can you come help us? He said, you know what?
Jeremiah said, I'll be there.
Yeah, he was like Bon Jovi, I'll be there for you.
Shout out to Jonathan McGraw. He's just joining us. Jonathan Espinosa wants to know, he says, about one like that, about how much does it go for one like that? Just direct message us. We don't talk about things like that on the... No,
yeah,
I don't know.
well, honestly not, man. But I mean, so you can get a text mix Bajo around $1,800. What we created there is well over $2,500. And
yeah. No,
I mean,
that's
you felt
beautiful.
it. You felt it. It's not even your average size.
No.
It's
super nice. I mean, it's nicer than Jeremiah's basis for sure.
Oh, it ain't.
Like, see, I've said that.
Stop.
So anyway, real quick, I need Jeremiah. Matter of fact, not yet, Jeremiah. Don't do it yet.
No, I just saw 500 stars. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do 500 stars. I just need you guys to help me with the vuelta. Vuelta.
Come on, man.
We're trying to get started, Jeremiah.
We got kids watching.
Yeah, we gotta get started. Let's see. Come on, Jeremiah. There he goes.
Esa sí la bailo yo.
Oh shit, man!
956, no fucking around.
So check it out, man. We don't just play brand new artists. We anything that gets released, I like to play it and just get everybody's feedback, man. And here's a popular group. Somebody I had in here a couple of weeks ago. They have a brand new song. I think it just got released either Wednesday night or Thursday night. It's a brand new one by Signal. It's called No Debí Llamar. Check it out.
A pesar de todo el tiempo que pasó, sigues metida hasta el fondo de mi corazón. Discúlpame, pero era necesario saber cómo te va y escuchar tu voz. Lo nuestro sé que terminó para siempre, que tu vida reinventaste. Pero en cambio yo aún sigo con la idea de que un día regresarás aquí y me darás tu amor. No debí llamar, sé que alguien está durmiendo a tu lado y que tiene el privilegio de tus labios. Tranquilizo con mi llanto. Si las cosas tú me las dejaste claro, no debí llamar para decirte lo mucho que te amo.
Beautiful song, man.
Shout out to Jesse Turner, Grupo Signo. I had him here, I think 2 Thursdays ago on a special edition of Wacky Wednesday on a Thursday, right before they played. They played Friday night at Smoke right after the interview. But you know what, dude? A lot of people say a lot of things about Jesse Turner, and I'll be want to tell you, while he was here with me, El Vato estaba, like, he's a super chill dude, man. Super cool. And, you know, the part that you guys don't see is, you know, afterwards, he stayed and he hung out with just me and my wife here, talking just about just life in general for over an hour, man. You know, sometimes artists come in here, they do their thing, and it's like, hey, I got to go, I got to do other things. But he sat here and he chilled and talked to us. And for my wife, I know for my wife, you know, she after he left, she's like, that's pretty cool of him. You know what I mean? Most people would have just ran out of here. But he stayed here and talked about just, you know, life in general. Really cool dude. And that song right there is pretty badass. I actually got to drive around with him that night, and I heard of a lot of the songs from the new album that are not out yet. And you guys are in for a treat, man. Like, you know, for me, I'm a huge Signal fan. You know, Signal for me, they never disappoint. They're always changing stuff around. I want to say, Jesse said, I just watched the interview he did. Shout out to my buddy Rock and Roll James and hashtag PVT. If you guys not following him or watching that show, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're a fan of
interview, no?
Well, yeah, no, it was great, but
the stories.
But yeah, the stories, yeah, of the what do you call it? You kicked me out after my interview. Wow, Sonia, really? You had a hot date. Your husband was with you.
I love you, Diego.
Hey, Ellen Figueroa de Lopez. She's like, who danced? You missed it. She tagged you too late. But for 500 more, no, but no te crees. No te crees.
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Yeah, guys, dale.
I hate to interrupt, but this one's important, man. I want to give a shout out to Roland and Elizabeth Morin out in Snyder. They're one of our biggest sponsors, man. That does a lot for us, and we appreciate them so much. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Shout out to Tex-Mex Bajo Quintos, Dos Equis. Thank you so much for everything you guys do for us. Shout out to Apex Strings. They sponsor Jeremiah and Joe with their Bajo strings.
Also AMJ Roofing.
AMJ Roofing.
Yeah, CC.
We'd like to thank
Blaine's.
you guys. And
Thank you.
we recently got a new sponsor this past week. They've been so good to us. They've been to a few of our shows, and we had the opportunity of actually sitting down with them this past week after one of our rehearsals. They've done some amazing things that fast. I mean, we're very blessed. Joe, it's Paul and Carla Navarrete out of Snyder, Texas. They love everything that we're doing with the band. They love the fact that we're pushing through everything that we go through, man. And we're just very blessed. We're blessed to special shout out to West Texas Granite and Marble for sponsoring us and for everything they do for us. Shout out to
Bumpers Wacky Wednesdays looking for some sponsorship, Jeremiah.
Yeah, look somewhere else.
Just to let you know.
Hey, look somewhere else. We'd like to give a shout out to our mom. My mom, man, she doesn't always have the most, but now that my dad's not here, it's she was our driver for Conjunto Mi Gusto, man, with my dad, and she went everywhere. But any chance she gets, even if it's $20, $25, here, son, that'll at least get you to the next town, whatever. She'll give me some money.
For real?
Yeah, bro.
And then a shout out to my mom for us being one of the highest paid bands. Like, we soon like
that. Hey, big shout out to Big Brothers Barbecue. That's Lupe's families, dude. These guys will go out and sell briskets just to send us some money, man, to get through as well.
That's badass, man.
We're very blessed, bro, with everything we do, and we give all the
support our
wives, bro, and we just give all the credit and glory to God, bro, because without Him we're nothing. Without Him, we're not
for sure,
here.
Man. And speaking of God, like, I'm single parenting this weekend. My wife and my daughter, and my daughter's one of y'all's biggest fans, man. Jasmine's a a huge fan of Grupo Asalto, and she
Shout out to
she
Jasmine.
was upset. She's like, "Dad, really? The weekend I'm gonna be gone. The guys are coming over."
She texted me, man. She said she had a retreat, and that's a blessing. That's a huge blessing. Jasmine knows we love her. We love all you guys. Weecha, you Bumper, Jacob. We love your whole family, man, and we're grateful for everything that you guys do for us. It's very hard to do what we do without these sponsorships, and they're just it pushes us through, man. Because a lot of times, we don't even have a bus, bro. We have a 15-passenger van, and even like that, gas is expensive, bro, and it's getting higher again.
Speaking of sponsors, man, a guy who's a big fan of Frito-Pie Friday, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, just a great dude. I'm sure he's taking care of you as well. Shout out to our boy Rick Balderrama.
Yeah.
He's
Asalto.
out there in Idaho, I believe. He's watching the show all the way from Idaho, but he made us these cool bags, man, and everywhere we go, people it really grabs people's attention. So
I thought it was cool until Aftermath got one.
Tejano. Oh, you hear that? Damn, Aftermath. You heard it.
Hey, I thought it was cool
He
until
said he's a little hurt that Aftermath got one,
Yeah.
but it's all good. Tejano ain't dead, baby. Make sure you look up Rick Balderrama. He has shirts, caps, beanies. He's got it all. Supporting Tejano music, and Tejano ain't dead, baby.
Can I send a quick shout out, Bump?
Dale, bro.
I want to send just one shout out, man, and real good friend of mine, my brother, man, Jacinto Vela from Lubbock, man. One of the best accordion players around, man. Played music together for years, but that's one guy out of West Texas, man, that joined Asalto even when I wasn't with Asalto. Good friends with Jordan. We're always talking, supporting that dude's had our back. Always positive.
From the
always
beginning.
giving us from the beginning. And I remember I sent you a video one time. I was cutting a brisket. And we were
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Okay,
Jacinto.
I got you.
Jacinto, shout out to you, man. Thank you for everything, brother. We love you, man. And hope all is well.
Hey, man, so I want to give a shout out to all the fans, all of our friends and family. As you know, we're on the ballot for the Tejano Music Awards for Best New Group as Asalto and Best New Male Artist as Jordan Rodriguez. And it's truly an honor for us, man. There's bands that have been in this industry that have been putting in all the work, and they're not always acknowledged. So whoever submitted Asalto, thank you so much for whoever even submitted us to even be a part of these awards. We're, like I said, man, it's crazy how blessed we are, bro, and just a shout out to the Guadalupe Awards. Jeremy was nominated for Drummer of the Year. Joe was nominated for Bajo Drummer of the Year.
Drummer of the Year?
Favorite.
He's over there. No, not me, bro. Not me.
Lupe was nominated for Percussionist of the Year. Jeremiah.
Hey, dude, we need to have fucking what do you call it of the year? They never get love.
Who?
The out of those, they never get no. There's no award show that has that award.
Furia.
Huh?
Mexican awards do it.
Hey, this is a Tejano show, bro.
bad, bro.
No, but I think it.
Bro, hey.
I'm giving you a hard time, Lupe.
You just see the hat.
So we're gonna move on to another brand new song because it is Frito-Pie Friday.
Hey, we didn't talk about the Signal song, so hold on.
Oh, you want to talk about the Signal song?
Yeah, what? Just because they're famous, we can't talk about it?
Okay.
You just automatically assume, just because we all know that they're gonna be on the radio.
I talked about it a little bit. I dug it. I love the lyrics to that song. That songwriter right there did an outstanding job on that song. Yeah.
I think so too, man. I think the lyrics are there. I think that Signal, bro. To me personally, I always have the thought in the back of my head is of what would that song sound like with Jacob Turner and Joey Jimenez behind it. That's never gonna leave my mind because to me, that's when Signal was the most powerful, bro. That's always gonna be my favorite Signal. Always was with Jacob Turner and Joey Jimenez leading that back line, bro. And so I always think of it, man. I always think of the power that Joey has behind the drums, and just the licks. I'm not, and in no way I'm not saying Chato's not Joey or not. I mean, he's not Joey. Chato is a very good drummer, bro. He's done a very good job, filling that. Those are big shoes to fill, bro.
For sure.
Huge.
For sure.
And it's the same thing with Ruben. Ruben's a phenomenal bassist, bro. One of my favorite. Even whenever he was with it,
That dude- I mean, but
when he was with Poder, bro.
but he's honestly a lot of bases. That's their dude. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I mean,
They try to do their style like him, you know.
But you know what, bro? Like even then, he's not my dude, bro. When it comes to that style, my dude is Chino, Brandon Ortiz. He created that bass style for Signal. Jacob took it to the next level.
Chino from Kennedy, Carson City area.
That's Chino.
That's him, Chino.
I still talk to Chino, bro.
I got you.
I still gotta give props to George, the conga player, bro. For that guy to be able to
Here we go.
I gotta give props to Checo.
Yeah. No, you gotta adapt to those two badass drummers, bro. And George does it, bro. He's sick, man.
Your comment would be relevant if that song was.
Shout out to
cumbia.
Rodney Galaviz, all the way from Arizona. Yeah, Rodney, they always come out and support Grupo Asalto. The next song was sent in to me by Mr. Jason Martinez, and the name of the song is it's from a group called Conjunto Malo. It's called Dos Corazones. I have not heard this song.
Hold on. So we got the original Malo Fire. That is the creator of Conjunto Malo right there. If no one knows, if you don't know, Conjunto Malo was his band. He created Conjunto Malo.
Oh, hey, Jeremy, you don't want me?
El Mero Malo Fire.
Are we,
You already what?
I'm
Jeremy,
hot on that.
can I? What did he say?
He's already getting hot.
Oh shit! Hey, Jeremy, welcome to Grupo Asalto.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, here we go. Check it out right here, Conjunto Malo, right here called Dos Corazones. Let's check it out.
Dos corazones errantes
Puro West Texas, compadre. Eso. Hey, bro. Hey, West Texas needs to stand up right now.
Hey,
dog.
dude, Conjunto Malo. I was telling the guys when we're muted, the song was hitting for me. It really hit. It's really strong. Good classic Conjunto sound. Flowed really smooth. I'm digging it, man. So shout out to Conjunto Malo.
Jason,
you get a thumbs up for me, man, for sure. Anybody else want to get dibs on it?
yeah, man. So growing up, there was a band in Snyder called Los Hermanos Ramos. That's where I met Jason Martinez. We both kind of alternated out helping that band whenever we needed to. And my dad always used to tell me, son, you need to listen to Jason. He's like, he never repeats himself on that accordion. And you heard it on the track right there.
Yeah.
The guy always has something new. And he's phenomenal at what he does. And it's good, man. I have him on Facebook, and I have his boy, which is now playing drums. Because like I mentioned before, Jeremy started that band. Jeremy was their drummer, and you know, whenever COVID hit and stuff like that, things had slowed down, and so
You gotta look at it like this, man. You know, God puts a path in front of you, man. Sometimes, you know what I mean, you might have started this path and you get knocked off and you get put up on a different path and you're moving forward. That's you know, you just got to be positive about everything. You know
God put chingles at curves in my path.
What's that?
Hey, I said God put chingles at curves.
Loop de loops, everybody, man. Everybody has,
dude.
All you know. Everybody's life is different, man. But going back to the song, I really dug the song.
Old school conjunto feel, man.
I'm old school. That's old school conjunto. So yeah, shout out to the Barbacoa Bandits listening to us on YouTube, and he's like, this has a 2 Jeeves vibe to it. I couldn't agree with you more. Shout out to the Conjunto Bandits.
The Conjunto Bandits or the Barbacoa Bandits?
I'm sorry, chingado. I tell you, the Barbacoa Bandits. Right, man, for sure. Let's see, let me find this.
Just once again, man, anybody in the San Antonio area that wants to take Asalto to Taco Palenque here in about 15-20 minutes, give us a shout.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have the song that you're talking about, so if they could send it, we'll play it.
Oh, dang it, Devin, dude, you swear this.
Yeah, do not have it.
Shout out to Gabe.
Oh yeah, shout out Texas Latino, man. So we're actually
Gabe Rivera's watching.
What's up, Gabe?
Aaron Tex Gonzalez.
Bro, let's talk about Aaron for a little bit.
Let's do it.
Here's the thing, and it's not just Aaron. It's everybody like Aaron, everybody that does the job that Aaron does. These guys never get credit, bro. Like, you know, they're never, even what you do. You know what you're doing right now, Frito-Pie Friday. The credit's never there.
Yeah, but we don't. But at the end of the day, Jordan, like
a thank you goes a long way.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's cool. I get it, and
whatever, dude. You were saying at dinner that no one ever tells you things. Don't sit here and lie for the camera, bro. I'm not gonna deal with it. Not sure what you.
I was about to say, this motherfucker's about to get punched. Because if anybody knows me, you know damn well that don't even sound like what I would say.
That says that if it wasn't for me,
if it wasn't for me,
let's say you're saying that bumper. If it wasn't for me,
who said that?
Somebody, man. I don't know, bro. Somebody. I can't tell you. I'll tell you after the
you
show.
Never.
That you say.
As I was saying, no, man. You know, Frito-Pie Friday just allows people to hear. You know, we played Signo. You know, everybody knows Signo. We played. What was the name of the last band we just played?
Conjunto Malo.
Conjunto Malo. Like you're talking, you know, two different ends of the spectrum, but yet we're playing them on one show.
Yes, sir.
And if anybody's like watching the show, you hear a song and you write something down, or you put it in your phone, or you text it to somebody so you can save it and go back and look at it. For me, that makes what I do worth it. Like all the thank yous, all that. I don't do it for no accolades, dude. Honestly. From the bottom of my heart, dude, this is the God honest truth. Wacky Wednesday, Frito-Pie Friday, anything that I do when I go live, it's all because I am a super, super fan of Tejano music. I'm a super fan of our cultura, and I just don't want it to go nowhere.
Yeah.
I never say I want. You'll never hear me say I don't want it to die. No, I don't want it to go nowhere. I don't want it to fade into something else. I don't want our young generation to forget who we are, man, because this is who we are. All this different style of music. I mean, you guys all come from different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, literally, you guys all come from different. I mean, you got dudes here wearing Hey Dudes. One dude wearing alligator boots. The other one wearing running shoes. I'm wearing Vans. I mean, I'm just shoes in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, people come from different walks of, but
Joe's wearing
at the end of the day,
shorts.
we love this music.
Yeah. It brings us together, man.
You know,
Joe's wearing shorts while we're all wearing pants.
Oh,
Hey, you know what I want to, hold on. Hey, give Jeremiah the mic.
Wait, so that mic.
So, as you all know, bro, we all take our walks in this Tejano world, and we all play with different bands. And we all have, oh, dude, if I could get on stage with that one band, that'd be great. Mine, whenever I was younger, was Signal. I had that opportunity. I had the opportunity to tour with Elida. I had the opportunity with Ramon Ayala. One of Jeremiah's idols, he had the opportunity of helping out, thanks to Jonathan McGraw a couple weeks ago. You wanna elab on that a little bit? How your experience
Private
was?
plane, luxury apartment.
Shout out to Destiny Levina.
Man, you watching?
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Destiny Navida. I haven't made the official announcement, but Latin Grammy Award nominee for Tejano Album of the Year will be our guest next Wednesday. Her and Rigo and some of the band will be here for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to that. So make sure you guys check that out. We're gonna go right into one other song. No, there he
I
goes.
thought we were gonna
Ask Jeremy.
Hold on, Jeremy, we gotta go with the Maya story right
Yeah, we gotta hear Maya's little.
Jeremiah's got a story.
Yeah, bro. So Jeremiah had the liberty of helping out Jay Pettis. The honor, the congregational mastification of elaboration.
So for the ladies, we're gonna bring it into.
Can you zoom it in, Lurgy?
Hell yeah, we can. We can zoom it in.
I want to zoom it. Like, I don't even want to see Lupe, bro. Like, him and his cowboy hat are already getting on my nerves.
There he is. So Jeremiah, before you say your story, since before I was a manager of Grupo Asalto and I'd see you guys live anywhere else, see how much you pay attention to Bumper Gomez. When Bumper's live or I'm recording, what's the one thing that I always make you do if I have the camera on you? There he is. So he does pay attention. I know all the ladies are watching, so I always make it a point, like, hey, and Jeremiah he'll continue to play the bass and he'll freaking flex, which is pretty cool. So, all right, Jeremiah, the mic's yours,
man.
brother.
I'm a lot smaller than I used to be, man. You know, I don't bodybuild anymore, so it's a little different now.
Has a body like me.
So what was your story?
Oh man, I got to play with Jay, man.
All right, thank you.
I got to play with Jay, man. I had the honor and the privilege, man, and it was really cool, man. You know, Jonathan McGraw was going on vacation, and you know, and he hit me up. And
must be nice to
musicians take vacations.
Jonathan does apparently.
Jay, if you're watching, you pay him too much.
He went on a cruise. So it was cool, man. You know, I actually flew to California to go play with Sammy a while back. I guess about 2 months ago. And, you know, Jay already knew I was playing with him. And, you know, I'm backstage. Jay's playing, too, in Cali. And Jay looks at me, and he goes... And I was just like... And he just rolls his eyes at me, you know. And I was like, of course I want to play, you know. But, you know, I got up there, man. I jammed 7 songs, man. It was fun, man. It was
but
actually...
who's counting?
It was a dream come true. And you know, then I got to do the 2 gigs with Jay a couple weeks ago. And Friday night was horrible, man. Friday night was absolutely horrible. The sound was actually just horrible. The bass app kept going out. Vocals kept going out. There was feedback, a big old hum. It was actually so bad, Jay stopped the whole music in like the 4th or 5th song. And, you know, he's apologizing to the crowd. And he's just like, man, you know, just getting after it, you know. And so it was horrible. The sound on Friday was horrible. And so it was embarrassing, you know. But Saturday night's gig was really fun. We did 2 sets, and we played in Galveston for a quinceañera for a private, man, and that was really fun. But I'll tell you this, man. You know, I've played with so many bands and so many big artists throughout my life, and playing with Jay, I've never felt so nervous, like to the point where you can't even relax. Like you're just, because everybody knows Jay, man. He expects perfection, and it was such a big thing, and I was so nervous, man. And so, you know, I had to calm myself down, man, because, you know, it's such a big thing. But you know, Jay's so he's so intimidating. You know, I rode with him in the van, and man, he's sitting in the front seat, and I'm sitting in the third seat in the back, and my mom's calling me, and people are calling me, and they're like, "Why are you whispering?" I'm like, "I don't want Jay to hear me because I don't want him to turn around and tell me I'm talking too loud or something," you know? Like it was like, he's intimidating, bro. Like he's intimidating, and but he's such a great guy, man. He's such a great guy when he actually lets loose, man.
I mean, that's a pillar in the Tejano music industry for sure,
bro.
man.
I teared up, man. Same thing. Yeah, bro. Anytime I teared up playing on stage with him, Ram.
He said that's his dream was to actually play.
Yeah, bro. I told Jay.
Isn't that cool, bro?
I mean, if they would say you did it, man, that's pretty damn.
Jay was like, "Man, you did well," and I said, "I appreciate it." He gave me the nickname Josiah.
Josiah.
Yeah, he calls me Josiah. And he goes, "Man, you did well, bro. You kicked butt." And I said, "Man, I appreciate it." I said, "Well, bro, I've actually been in your band for like 15 years on YouTube, you know." And
You know, you mentioned Ram and Etta, and before I forget, I want to give a big shout out to Aisha. Aisha and Ram, a fellow Bavilian of mine from Beeville, Texas, super huge fan of Tejano music, and she was in the industry for many, many years. Sandra Munoz, everybody knew her as Catfish from BNet Radio. Yeah, cool. She ran the BNet Radio stage for TTMA for years and years and years. And it was for you guys in here, and this goes to you guys too, and this goes to all the artists watching the show, right? I posted a post the other day where Sandra was literally in her last hours on this earth, and she was being comforted by her radio husband, right? The guy she always did the show with, and she wanted to hear her song, and he took the phone and he played the song, and it was Ramirera Profundo. Somebody help me here. It's huh? No.
It's like that one.
It's similar to that one. And I reached out to them, to both of them, and I said, "Hey, man, I know you guys are playing at Smoke. I don't know if you guys saw the video that I posted today." And, you know, Aisha was like, "No, I saw it, man. I mean, it's crazy. I'm going to show it to Ram." And last night, Ram made it a point. Like, I was literally, I went over there just to hear them sing that song, honestly. And they stopped the show. They stopped the show, and you're like, "Bump, where you at?" And I said, "I'm right here." So I ran to the front of the stage, and I got a chance to record it. And he dedicated it personally to Catfish. And that's the first time, one of the very only times I've ever seen Ram. Let's see if we're back on. Somebody let us know we're back on or not. Check, mic check, 1, 2. It says we're live. I'm waiting for the thumbs up.
Why did it close out to begin with?
Huh?
Why did it close out?
It's that program. Just stop. We're back on YouTube too. Hey guys, we're back on. Thank you guys. Sorry about that, man. That's what happens. You know, the show turns into sing along Saturday. Real quick though, going back to what I was saying, Ramirera really stopped the show, called me up there and let me record him sing a song that our friend Sandra Munoz, Catfish from Beeville, Texas, and BNet Radio, played on one of in her last hours on this earth. And what I was saying before we were rudely interrupted by this stupid, don't buy Switcher Studio, man. Switcher Studio, thumbs down. The last 3 weeks in a row. Tragos Profundo, pretty close. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
It's Tragos Profundo?
Yes.
It's written by Gilbert Velasquez. And I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, so those of you wondering, Friday evening in Beeville, Texas is Catfish's Rosary from 4 to 8 is the viewing. And I believe Saturday morning is the funeral. So you guys can look her up. But the fact that Ramadetta, the legend, stopped the show and gave a special dedication to her and really said, like, for him to watch that video, it took his breath away that somebody in their last, day and last hours on this earth, what are you going to kill it? You got it.
Hey, bro. Before we go, I do want to ask one of the guys in the band a question. I don't know if he'll answer it truthfully.
Before I forget, though, so just remember that when you guys go on stage, man, whether it's a fucking badass rola or a slow song, whatever it is, just know, man, that there's somebody out there that it might not be your favorite song, but it could be somebody's favorite song. So, yeah. StreamYard, bumpers like StreamYard. I think you got to pay for StreamYard. I don't know. I might check it out, though. Go ahead, Jordan. My bad, brother.
So my question is for Jeremy Ramos.
I knew it had to be me, man.
I knew it had to be.
I wanna ask this fool. I've never asked him, but I'm gonna choose to ask him right here on Bumpers, Freaky Friday. I mean Frito-Pie Friday.
Can we wait till Bumpers Sloppy Joe Sunday?
No.
Nutty Tuesday.
I want you to just tell these fools how your week, how the weeks leading up to Milwaukee was, because a lot of people, I mean, dude, Asalto does a lot of things when we have our shows. We got a lot of slowdowns, pickups, hits, intros that Jeremy has to remember. Well, of course, he ended up playing with Shelly Lares. So not only did this dude have 2 weeks to learn all of Shelly's set, he had to learn everything for the 4 girls, which was Monica, Crystal, Sonia, and Demi. Hey, speaking of Demi, we want to extend our prayers to you on the loss of Monico, to the parents of Monico and all the Houston people. Know that you were in Asalto's prayers and you still are in Asalto prayers. And it's just a good person gone too soon. And Demi, just know we love you. I actually reached out to Demi whenever Monico passed, man, and just extended my grace that we were there for her and anything, man. So shout out to Demi now that your name was brought up. But I just honestly, dude, I mean, I want to know, like, because this guy, we had 4 different sets, because we did 4 different shows in Milwaukee. We had 4 different sets. Although they had the same songs, they had different intros, they had different ways of coming through.
We did a deal with Cristello too.
And we did the thing, he had to learn Cristello's songs. So that was another thing. And we get to Milwaukee and we were next to him in the plane whenever Shelly's texting him like, "Hey, did you get this down? Did you learn this? Did you do this?" And I'm looking at him like, "Bro, I love Shelly to death. God damn." like she, and so we get to the hotel room and I'm walking through and there, I thought Jeremy. So what are you doing? Good old pinche Ray Charles. Look, he's just going in on it, bro. And so it just, in my mind, I haven't got to ask him, but in my mind, I'm like, God dang, dude, like, how are you remembering all 4 of these girls, all 4 of Asalto sets, the set that we have with Cristello, and then you still got to do Shelly's set.
You know what it's called, Jordan?
Ingenuity.
It's called professionalism.
Oh, no, it's not, because... Yes. Look at those big old cheeks that you made come out.
Dedicated.
It's called... I'm gonna speak before he does. It's called professionalism, and it's called loving what you do, and it's called taking your job fucking serious.
Well, that's not true, because the only thing that he messed up all weekend long was Asalto's music.
No, actually it was the girls' music I messed up on. I mean, it's one of those things where there again, you know, going back to the beginning of the show when we were listening to all the music, like Carla's music and whatnot, some of that stuff that those girls, they were using all these, you know, Aaron Holler and, you know, those monster drummers that and some of that stuff was on track. So like, well, actually Sonia's stuff was on track, which was the hardest shit because first of all, you know, I didn't even know Sonia, so I didn't even know where I was getting into with Sonia. And her husband was there, and you know, he's the one that produced all this music or whatnot. So he was there at practice, and he was trying to tell us it's got to be like this. And you know, Shelly Lottis is one of those perfectionists where whatever was recorded on the CD is what you got to play. So when she said that, Diego was on the other side going, well, no, this goes like that. And I'm like, dude, I've been playing drums for 35 fucking years, bro. I know what needs to be there. And that's not what needs to be there. And so Shelly got on my ass and said, we're going to play like it, like whatever, or, you know. And that's what I tell these guys. You know, say De Nuevo. Well, De Nuevo gets played different every time I play the fucking drums, you know. You won't ever hear me play the same thing. That's when, you know, Jeremiah was like, well, no. When I first got in the band, Jeremiah was like, no, it's got to be like this. Well, no, it's not. It's not going to be like that because I don't ever play the same.
He don't.
We have to adjust. We adjust every show.
Every gig's
so
different.
with Shelly Lottis,
gig.
I played with Shelly Lottis for 3 years. So I kind of knew what her music was, but then she threw me a curveball and she threw in some more songs or whatever because of the LMD final tour. Mm-hmm. And
but that's cool in itself, dude. Like getting to say that you were part of her
legendary career, man. 40 years, a long
that's
time,
huge,
bro.
Man.
And going back to the Jay Pettis thing, that was my dream too, was to play with Jay Pettis. And I played with Jay Pettis for like 4 months. Then the son bitch fired me.
Hey, Jeremy played with him. Señorita Tequila.
No, I don't remember what era that was, but I know I played with Stephanie Montiel for about 6 years, and that one was when Ay Papi came out. Right when Ay Papi came out, dude, Mondo was her drummer back then, and he
took off,
and they put me in there, and that wasn't my cup of tea to play shit like that.
He did the Tres Divas tour.
I hear you.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, man. It's like the awards, you know. And I told Jordan the other day, me and Jordan were talking on the phone, and I told Jordan, you know, because I don't share, you know, Drum of the Year. I don't share none of that shit on Facebook, bro. I just don't do it, and I've never done it. And like I told Jordan, I don't need an award. Honestly, I don't need one, because the award is to play with Asalto. That's what the award for me is.
Hell yeah,
if I don't,
bro.
And you know, and a lot of that shit is crazy, man.
Hey, right?
You know, Bob, you can say what you want. You know,
I thought you were gonna say want.
You know, people can call us, call me my mom, call me whatever. I play with a lot of badass drummers, man, and but no bullshit. Everything straight up on that. This is the baddest dude that I've ever played with, man.
Hell
and,
yeah.
And that's because he's not consistent, man. But you know, you gotta just know his style. Then you can follow him.
And a lot of people don't know the story in Snyder, Texas, which was, it wasn't really like a, how can I say it, man? You had Mi Gusto on this side, right? And you had my family band, which they're a family band, which is the Rodriguezes. We were the family band of the Ramos. But we never clashed, but you could feel the tension between, you know, the two families or whatnot. And in my mind, I thought I would never play with Jordan, dude. Never.
Our fathers. So here is the thing, though, bro. His dad plays bass, and his dad did play bass in our band for
6 years.
For 6 years, but it was always a thing of, like, how would you say it, man? Like, they didn't like the thing of me and him playing together. Mm-hmm. No, y'all stay away from each other. That's not gonna happen.
What the hell?
No,
that's
bro.
crazy, man.
And you know what, bro? You know what, dude? So
I was just supposed to help, bro. I was supposed to play in this band.
check this
I
out.
was
Check
supposed
this
to
out,
help.
bro. This is the honest to God truth. And I always tell my brother this. A few days, maybe even a week before my dad committed suicide, Jeremy and my dad talked on the phone for a few hours.
It was 3 days before.
Which was weird, bro. Which was weird because, of course, like he said, the tension between our families, we didn't not like each other. We talked to each other. Like I said, his dad was my dad's bass player forever. And what was weird is, you know, it still went down to that thing, bro. You know, whenever I was looking for a new drummer, of course, Joey Jimenez was helping Asalto at that time. And I knew that I had to get a drummer because we could have kept Joey. Financially, I couldn't have kept Joey. And I called Jeremy, and I was like, I won't even lie, bro. I told myself, fuck, how am I going to tell my dad that Jeremy Ramos is going to be my new drummer? And so, you know, the first show he was going to help us with was Fanfare. I called him. I said, hey, man, I need your help at Fanfare, whatever. Yeah, bro, I got your back, whatever.
He said help. Wait, he didn't say join the band.
Yeah,
He said,
this was a help. This was a help thing, bro. But I was scared, Bump, because I was like, you know, there's always been this tension between our dads or whatever. And so I'm like, man, my dad's going to tell me, I don't know why the hell you're doing that, son, and blah, blah, blah. And so it's weird, man, because I'm always like, man, I guarantee you my dad's turning over in his grave wondering what the hell Jeremy Ramos is doing in my van with me. And it's
Put a Romeo and Juliet aquí, okay?
Bro, this dude's my brother, bro. I mean, you know, we talk every day. We talk too much every day. Our wives probably would say. But, you know, he definitely was the missing link, bro. You know, he was the missing link with this band. And you know, everything started coming together slowly. Like I said, I mean, it was me and Joe and Juan. And then Jeremiah came in. And you know, of course, Jeremiah was playing with Texas Latino as well. And it was a thing of like, man, you know, it was kind of scary never knowing whether Jeremiah was going to be there or not. Because he had, you know, Texas Latino was his prior commitment. And so it was hard for us. But then, you know, Jeremy came in and I think we still had Vinny on congas when he came in, right?
Yep.
And then shortly after that, we ended up with Lupe and like the puzzle just came together, bro.
Now, you guys, I've always told you this, Jordan, you know, you guys have a very tight, badass band. And I've been saying this for the last few months with people that I've had on the show. I think a band, when they start, if all the band members are on the same sheet of music and they all see the goal, they all see the same light at the end of the tunnel, not one's bigger than the other and this, that, and the other, it really makes a difference. Raulito Navaira was here a couple of weeks ago, and he said if you go back and you look at successful bands, guess what they do? They ride or die with each other.
That's what it is.
Right? And through the second marriage, right?
It's that too, man.
Through the good
at
times
same
and the
time,
bad times.
You still got to have a backbone. And it's like these guys said, you know, our wives are our backbone.
Yeah.
You know, and the sponsors, you know, it goes from the sponsors, you know, to you got to have a management. You got to have, you know, now we got Baby Grin. And so, like Jordan says, everything's coming together. But if you don't have that backbone, dude, that band's never going to do nothing.
And you know what, bro? I personally spend, so I've got these guys Asalto jackets yesterday, well, for Jeremiah was for today. I gifted them with some new duffel bags, bro, and they say Asalto on one side and has their names on the other side. And they can say thank you as much as they want. And it's a thing of, don't tell me thank you because, what are you looking for, bro?
We got yours, Bump. Don't worry.
Oh, no, dude, yours just getting made, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to have Sloppy
I was
Joe
gonna say, I
Sunday.
got my bag down ready to go.
But it's a thing, bro, that I don't need to be told thank you because it's me giving it to them to say thank you because they don't have to be with me, bro. None of them. He look at who you just said he's played with. Look who he's played with. Lupe no le verga, but look who Jay's played with.
It's like it's like sports, man. You put an all-star team together, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody comes together for a common.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Joe played with Conjunto Malo too.
Yeah, Joe was the original Bajo player for Conjunto
That was
Malo.
my first Bajo player for Conjunto Malo.
And it's just, bro, look at their resumes, bro. They don't have to be with me. They can be with anybody. Dude, he just helped Jay. He helped Shelly. He's helped Shelly.
I mean, you kick the Shelly show in Milwaukee was amazing, bro. That was a badass show.
Man, I played with. Actually, I played an award show with Mikey and Julian and Robert. When I left the band, when I got out, and I can't even tell you why I got out, bro. Honestly, it probably has to do with like traveling, the traveling and the stuff like that. But I mean, Shelly was real good to me, man. But
real good.
Yeah, real good. but it's one of those things where these San Antonio bands, it's just like Jeremiah was traveling with Tex Latino. He had to come over and practice. Or Sonny Sosera come over here and practice. I never practiced with Shelly, dude. We never did. I didn't have to come and practice. She would send me the music. I'll get on the drums or whatever or whatnot.
It's homework,
But
bro.
then when we went to the gig, it better be right. Because, man, I've got a look from her one time.
Yeah, Shelly don't play around, dude. I mean, she's not Little Miss Dynamite for nothing. I've had her on,
you seen it at Milwaukee when that guy went out there.
I've had her on the show, multiple times. I consider her a great friend. We talk, once a week, and she's serious about her business, and especially this being her last hoorah playing live. But going back to Milwaukee, man, Jeremy, you did an amazing job with that. So
Yes, sir.
and speaking of heavy hitters, people like Shelly and stuff like that, I got a good buddy of mine, man, and these guys always tease me about him because I spend a lot of time with them. They're not the only ones that tease me about him. But I'm a huge. There we go. Check it out. So,
hey, go ahead and wipe your chin.
There you go. I was always.
Shit, look like you ate a goddamn mayonnaise sandwich.
I still am a huge Jimmy Gonzalez fan, and the fact that I got to know Mike very well, and we talk. So much I talk to Jordan. I talk to him on a daily basis as well.
You don't talk to me on a daily basis.
And he's got some stuff that is not even out yet. And for the people watching, like, that just goes to show you, not just Mike, but other people entrust us in playing their music for you guys to hear, just to get a little taste of what people are working on. You know what I mean? And all we're trying to do here for the people watching, first time watching Frito-Pie Friday, all we're trying to do here is keep our genre relevant, man, and in people's faces, because there's a bunch of new music out there. If you're not hearing this on K Alamo on 95.7 on your West Texas radio stations, ask for it, man. You hear something on here, you hear an artist, you hear a song, a certain song, write it down, call them and ask for it. Get on Facebook and make it, like, put it in all caps, like, play fucking Asalto de Nuevo. I want to hear it. Because I'm going to tell you guys, I did that for like 2 weeks. Wow. When after I heard you guys, anybody that I would see on social media DJing, hey, do you have Asalto? I mean, at the time, you have Jordan Rodriguez? Who's that? What? Get it. If you don't got it, I'll send it to you. That's what I would do. Yeah. And not because I'm managing you guys, not because I do that for anybody. We were just talking at dinner, Jordan. We were talking about El Chavalito. Help me out here. I'm having a brain fart.
No, I am.
Nathan Acosta.
There you go.
Nathan Acosta. I pushed the shit out of him. He's great. 16 years old, doing big things, man.
Now he's on the Houston countdown. Right.
So now he's on a Houston Tejano countdown. So it just takes you guys doing what you're doing. Somebody said for the Elida new song, I'll give you a little quick story about the Elida and Bobby Pulido song. I don't think that was supposed to be out, but somebody already shit the stick and put it on YouTube, so it's access. But going back to my buddy Mike Gonzalez, the Iconics, if you're in Beeville, Texas, tomorrow evening they're going to be in Beeville. Make sure you guys go check them out at the Grand. It's going to be, they always put on a great show. If you love the old school Mas, these guys take the cake. I don't care what anybody says. These guys take the cake. They always put on a badass show. So Mike entrusted us into hearing something new from the Iconics.
I want to say one more thing.
Dale.
So lately I've been watching what Shelly's been doing. And I think these girls are fixing to overpower this fucking Tejano scene.
She's pushing the shit out of them,
She's
for
pushing
sure.
the shit out of all kinds of girls.
Oh, for sure, man.
And then she got her new studio and all that.
Yeah, and the new girl from Arizona, the little girl from Arizona.
Maria
I think,
Paula.
I think her grandparents were watching. They were
There
watching the
was,
show.
I talked to her one time and she said there was five record labels that wanted
to get her,
that
but
little
she
girl.
went with Shelly,
Yeah,
right?
Maria, bro, she had some
They're
offers,
throwing
dog.
that.
So
We had some offers too. From
So here's a
Nike,
brand new one
Adidas.
by Mike Gonzalez, The Iconics, right here just for you. You're only going to hear it right here on Bumper's Frito-Pie Friday. Check it out.
Ayer supe noticia de ti, que no eres feliz con tu nuevo amor y quieres volver a mí. Cálmate, ahora te toca sufrir. Te lo advertí que esto te iba a pasar si te burlabas de mí, amor. Ahora quieres regresar al darte cuenta que yo siempre fui más y lo seré, no importa con quién me no quiero nada de tu falso amor. Y si es posible hoy, déjame en paz. No quiero nada de tu falso amor. Y si es posible hoy, déjame en paz.
Yeah.
So that was a brand new one by Mike Gonzalez, Iconics, not out yet, not mastered. That was not mastered either. It's just a little taste of what to come. As we were talking, listening to this song, we all agree it does definitely have the Jimmy Gonzalez feel to it. So shout out to Mike and the guys for doing that.
Hitting it spot on, man, with the sound.
So I got a question for you, Bumper.
Yes, sir. Dale.
So, do you support the conjunto scene, like straight conjunto from like Houston or?
I do, but here's the thing with conjunto music, man. Conjunto music is, to me, it's not like Tejano music, like traditional Tejano. Conjunto music, there is excuse my language, there is a fucking shit load of conjuntos from Brownsville to Dallas to West Texas. Like, There's just too many. To be honest with you, there's just too many. And
same
to
kind
me,
of
conjunto music is pockets, right? So you got pockets of conjunto music, and there's like there's certain bands that play a certain area and they hit there, but you can't take them and go play at a conjunto in Dallas because people don't know who they are.
Yep.
Right? Fantasma del Valle, like in the Valley, those dudes are king. They come over here, a lot of people play them. Maybe if you take them to Dallas, maybe not.
Well, because when I had Conjunto Malo and we were doing the Houston scene, I was blown away, dude. Just the people there, just it was crazy, man.
That love conjunto music.
Yeah, dude. And then like the Social or whatever it's called.
My favorite
is it called Social? That club. Well, we played there and the conjunto was packed. But then I played there with Rick Fuentes and the Brown Express, and it wasn't. So I was like, okay, so what? Then I started picturing what was going on, and the conjuntos.
No, for sure, man. Conjunto, again, it's pockets. And when you ask me a question, like I go to the conjunto festivals here, like I love it. I love it. To me, it's the gangster rap of our genre. If you go and think about it, it's crazy, man. So the last song we're gonna play, they've been asking for it, and I'm gonna be the super chops guy and go off the guy who fucking probably did it illegally. But we're gonna play it. And I said this Wednesday night. Tejano music, I think a lot of people in the onda are starting, a lot of people that you never thought would work together are starting to work together.
Gracias a Dios.
Which is a good sign, right? I had Jace Martin, shout out to Jason Martinez from Jace Mart here Wednesday, and we had great conversation, brother. He has so many good things to say, over 20 plus years with Grupo Vida, and now doing his Texas country thing. He had just a lot of things that I took away from that conversation. Great guy, man. But one thing that he said was, Tejano music it takes everybody to work together for it to evolve and to keep going. If one part of that equation doesn't do their part, the rest fail. And it made absolute sense. So one thing I say is I think a lot of people that have chips on their shoulders, and what I mean by that is like bands who think they're untouchable, or like, I think we're a small enough genre that we don't need to be that way. Everybody needs to be helping each other. If you know somebody and you know a band that can open up for you, reach out. Hey man, I need you to open up for me. Cool. And if they call you, don't be like, well, why am I opening up for you? Motherfucker, they're calling you. You know what I'm saying? Like take the gig. Like it shouldn't be that way. Like get out there and play, man. So I'll leave you guys with that. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in to Frito-Pie Friday. Grupo Asalto all the way from Snyder, Texas. These guys will be with you soon. And if they're not, and you're in an area where you haven't heard them, you haven't seen us, the number's been up there for the last 2.5 hours, man. 949-456-7576. And for the people that are, if I call you and you're a club owner, yes, the number's from California. Just throw that out there. A lot of people
we're gonna have to go to Dollar General and get you a prepaid phone.
Hey, I bet your number says spam risk. Wait,
it says what?
Spam risk.
Probably.
I like spam with eggs. I love it.
I love it.
So the last song I'm gonna play for Frito-Pie Friday is a brand new one by two super mega stars in the Tejano industry, Miss Elida Reina and Bobby Polido. And I'm gonna be the first one to tell you guys I have not heard this song yet. This is gonna be the first time I hear this song. So here it goes.
I want to give some shout outs right quick before we do that.
We got time.
I just want to give some shout outs out to my wife, my kiddos out there watching back home, my dad Lupe Garza, my siblings, my brother and sisters. Give a shout out to everybody back home. Love you guys.
Hacer ahora que no estás aquí? ¿En qué gastaré los minutos sin ti?
¿A dónde caminaré si no me llegas tú? Si todo se puso oscuro, tú eras mi luz.
¿Qué voy a hacer si te buscan mis manos? ¿Qué voy a hacer si te sigo soñando? Y tú lo que haces es estarme olvidando. ¿Qué voy a hacer
que no sea como yo, que sí sepa cuidarte. ¿Qué voy a hacer para revertir todas las veces que te ofendí? ¿Qué voy a hacer para cerrar la llave de tus ojos y ya no sentirme culpable? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin ti? ¿Qué voy a hacer si te buscan mis manos? ¿Qué voy a hacer si te sigo soñando? Y tú lo que haces es estarme olvidando. ¿Qué voy a hacer para deshacer todo el desmadre que te causé? ¿Qué voy a hacer si te encuentras a alguien que no sea como yo, que sí sepa cuidarte? ¿Qué voy a hacer para revertir todas las veces que te ofendí? ¿Qué voy a hacer para cerrar la llave de tus ojos y ya no sentirme culpable? ¿Qué voy a hacer para deshacer todo el desmadre que te causé? ¿Qué voy a hacer si te encuentras a alguien que no sea como yo, que sí sepa cuidarte? ¿Qué voy a hacer para revertir todas las veces que te ofendí? ¿Qué voy a hacer para cerrar la llave de tus ojos y ya no sentirme culpable? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin ti? ¿Qué voy a hacer? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin ti? ¿Qué voy a hacer?
Unmuted.
¡Eso! El nuevo sencillo de Bobby Pulido y Elida Reina y Avante. Dime, Bumper, ¿qué piensas?
¿Hablas español así, cabrón?
¿Qué?
That sounded like Eddie.
No, that was Elida and Bobby Pulido's brand new one, a duet together. It's Eli. If those of you that want to know, it's Elida's song featuring Bobby Pulido. So I'm figuring once it reaches the all the platforms other than YouTube,
That's December 29th,
I don't know who
right?
that guy was.
December 29th.
I don't think that, honestly, I think this song was supposed to release like the end of October.
It is. I mean, it had everything has a radio station release.
So, but yeah. But everybody that tuned in, man, tonight, thank you guys so much. Grupo Asalto, thank you guys so much. Again, if you have never seen Grupo Asalto live, you're doing yourself an injustice. If we're coming to a town near you, make sure that you show up and let us know that, you know, you're there to show some support. These guys are very, very humble. I saw with my own eyes in Milwaukee in front of thousands of people. These guys put on a freaking fantastic show after what people thought were going to be just a rained out. People weren't going to play. And the rain stopped. It cleared up. Asalto took the stage and killed it, bro. I mean, I literally saw a lot of what would be regional Mexican fans really just gravitate to Asalto like, holy cow, where these dudes come from.
The Tejanos were gone, bro.
Yeah, the Tejanos were already had kind of left. But again, big shout out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Mexican Fiesta, Vanessa, Arturo, fella, all the team over there. Those guys were freaking awesome.
Sí.
And then everybody watching.
Queremos decir gracias a todo nuestro público allá en México que están apoyando a Grupo Asalto. Es un placer estar de ser amigos con ustedes. Es un honor de ser amigos con todos ustedes. Gracias. I've been watching Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone. Now, real quick, man, before we say the final good night, man, the floor is you guys. Whoever wants, you want to give some shout outs to your wives, your baby mamas, I don't know, whoever you guys got out there.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to my wife, Stacy, and my kids, Kakistan, and Chloe and Kinsley. To all of our extended families watching, to my mother and to my siblings. J-Rod plays Bajo for La Calma. and my Irma, my sister Irma Leanne. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for all the support. Shout out to El Popo. Popo, you know it's funny. Hey, Bumper didn't even know Popo was our grandpa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, one day he calls me. He said, "Hey, bro, are y'all coming? What about that? What about that old man that travels with you guys?" I said, "Oh man, my grandpa." He goes, "Oh wait, I didn't know that was your grandpa." So to El Popo and shout out to our driver Lupito and we love you guys, Jeremiah.
Man, I just want to say thank you to everybody that supports us and supports me, and man, always with kind words and loving words. It's a blessing to know, man, that there's a lot of people out there that are always supporting you. So thank y'all so much for all that, man.
Lupe.
I just want to send a shout out to my baby's mama, to my wife, to my wife Gita, and to my boys and my daughter, to Nunu.
Hey,
But
you know what's funny? As soon as he started talking, that camera died. But we can still hear you.
It's all good, bro.
We can hear you, bro.
It's all good. But anyways, thanks to my wife, man, because she's actually held down the fort, man, and allowed me to go stay with these guys in Snyder, man, and allowed me, actually come back and, live a dream.
Hell yeah.
Love to do what I do, man, and thank you to them, all my family, to my pops, always there for me, man, and also to un saludo para mi amigo, mi maestro. He's an actual guy that I practice with on the congas from Saltillo, Coahuila. Un saludo para ti, primo, para Daniel. Gracias por todo.
Un saludo para Dr. Key out in La Mesa, Texas.
Yes, sir. The guy that takes care
Hey,
of
man, once again, shout out to all of our sponsors as well, man. And we couldn't do any of this without you guys. Bumper, you as well, brother.
Love you, Easy. Love you, Nunu. Love you, Dirty.
Joe Dewey.
Boys.
I just want to give a shout out to my wife, Tasha Garza. Thank you for always having my back. My kiddos again. My nieces and nephews back home watching this whole time. Again, to my dad. And everybody that's always supported me when it comes to my music, always having my back, being there for me. Up to my mom in heaven as well. Sunday will be 2 years that she passed away of COVID. And I missed the hell out of her. She was always the person that was always in front of the stage watching me, clapping for me, cheering me on. Always. Sometimes I get on stage and as I'm performing, I just close my eyes and I see her just watching me up there. My mom, Jesusita Garza, I love her so much and I miss her so much. And everybody else supports me. My dad, Lupe Garza, and everybody else. Thank y'all.
Hey, what about the DoorDasher that always delivers yours and Tasha's food?
Yeah, going out to a DoorDasher that thinks he works for the prison and for everything else.
Juanito, what do you got, man?
I bought DJ Tiny.
That's all.
All right, first of all, I want to thank Bumper for giving us the opportunity to be on your show, man. And
There's no mic there. He's off.
I also want to send a shout out to my wife, Alexis Rodriguez, down back in Snyder. To my mom. Mom, I love you so much, and thank you for always having our back. It's been a rough 7 months for me and Jordan and, our family. We lost our dad due to suicide, and it's been really rough for us, man. So we're just sticking together and just trying to make it through. Shout out to my brother J-Rod, bajo player for La Calma. I want to send a shout out to all the guys from La Calma for, being there for my brother, man. He's here in San Antonio. We're back at home in Snyder, and they've always been there for him. And all the guys from Texas Latino, they always check up on J-Rod, and J-Rod jams with him as well. And I just want to thank all them guys for having J-Rod's back, man.
For sure, man. They're all good people too, man.
Yes, sir. I also want to send a shout out to my dog, Buster.
Buster Rhymes.
Buster Rhymes.
All right, your 15 seconds is up, Jeremy.
But no, I also want to thank all our sponsors, like Jordan said, Roland, Morin, and all his family, Triple R Services. Ever since our dad passed away, he's like our second dad, man. He's been there since day one. And I want to thank Lupe, man.
Talk about someone stepping up, man.
Yeah. And I want to thank Lupe. Like Lupe said, he took time away from his family, man, to be here with Jordan and I through the whole time. Since my dad passed away, he went every day, man, for the first 2 weeks, man. staying with us till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then driving home and then coming back. And, you know, he lives about 2 hours away from us, man. And I've known Lupe for 20-something years, man. And he's my dog, man. And I love all my guys here. I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to be in the group of Asalto, man. When my dad passed away, I didn't want to do anything with music anymore. And now I'm just thankful that I'm in this band, man. I mean, without these guys, nothing, man. But I want to thank my family, my friends, and these guys, man. I love you guys.
Love you too, Juan.
Love you too.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I got my own mic. Mine got a pinche nipple on it or something. No, man, I like to thank my wife and my kids, man. You know, without, you know, like they say, without our wives and our kids' support, we don't move forward. And everybody in this band, man, is family oriented, man. We just, you know, it's all about family. So I like to thank them, and in all honesty, man, my family don't ever support me in my music career. It's kind of hard to say that, man, but you know, I don't sugarcoat shit. So, in all honesty, man, this is my family right here. My brothers, I lost my brother probably like 6 years ago, man, to cancer. And so with these people, man, it's just like, that's my support. And like I said, award ain't shit to me. You know, it's Asalto that, you know, as long as I'm on stage with these guys right here, bro, there ain't nothing to worry about.
That's what I'm talking about,
and,
man.
I'd like to thank Bumper, man, for letting us come in here and cuss and all that shit, man. You know, that's it. This is the kind of interviews I like, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And like they said, our sponsors, man, thank you for, you know, having our back and supporting us on everything that we do, man. And, you know, to all our fans out there, you know, we're barely beginning, you know, this journey. But, you know, we're going to come out strong.
I'm glad you said that, man. Like, it's just the beginning. Like, I know a lot of people have seen Asalto a couple of times, whatever, but we're literally, and I say we, and I say that with all my heart, we are just getting started. I promise you. If you love Tejano music, you love Norteño light music, whatever you want to call it, whatever your cup of tea is, I promise you that this is not going to be, you know, a one-hit one. Like, these dudes are going places, right? And it's going to be with the help of you guys that are watching the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what it's about. So,
hey, Bump, can I send just one more deal real quick, man? Say, on Sunday, man, it's going to be 3 years that lost, you said one of my brothers shared the road with this guy, man, for like half of our life, man, since like 1999 to 2000. And Sunday is going to be 3 years that he's been gone, and it's Mateo Ledesma from Lubbock, man. And he was the big inspiration, man. Together we learned everything, man, in music. We learned how to write. We learned how to compose everything. And it's crazy because since, you know, he was gone, I didn't have that wanted to create, and it was like I was lost. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it. I tried to write. I would try to do this stuff until I met Jordan, and we have he's compatible to, as far as musician-wise, with Matt. But on Sunday, there's going to be 3 years that he's gone, man. I just want to say, you know, we love you. We miss you. I mean, he lives with us. I mean, he's always part of us. And it's been like the hardest 3 years. You know, it doesn't ever get easier. You just learn how to cope with it and deal with it. I just want to say love you, miss you, man, and rest in peace. And that was it, man. Big shout out to Matt.
For sure, man.
And his family, man.
Everybody watching, a lot of people that put on the chat rooms, you guys are really humble. I could have told you that. But like I said, man, Asalto is coming your way. We're coming to a town near you. If you know somebody who owns a nightclub, if you got a quinceanera coming up, a divorce party, a wedding, whatever it is, and you're looking for a band that's going to listen to what I'm telling you. Like, pay attention to me right here. You're looking for a band that's going to have the people up off their chairs and on the dance floor, dancing, singing, having a good time, and having some cold drinks. This is the band for you. Hands down. This is the band for you. They cover it all. They play their songs. They play hit songs that we all love to sing and dance to. They do it all.
I got one more shout out.
Dale, bro.
Familia Aguilar. Arturo Aguilar.
in
I
Arizona.
ain't even gonna lie, bro. In all honesty, man, I met this guy when I was with Conjunto Malo, and the first day I met him, I already knew this cat was my bro, man. Like just the vibe that we had, not because he hired us or anything like that, but since that day, bro, this guy has never ever left me. You got some guys that that will be like, oh, bro, I thought I'm your brother and this and that, and then next thing you know, because I've had shit like that happen to me not too long ago. But this cat right here, bro, is like, he's the real deal, man. And I just want to give a shout out to Christina and Arturo and the kids, man. Arturo Aguilar Promotions from Arizona.
Good people, man.
Yeah, man.
Good people. Arturo, I got your contracts, dog. I got 16 months. I got your contract.
You got 16 months to the show. We got you, dog.
Real quick, big shout out to Big Boy from K Alamo and all the weekend warriors there in K Alamo here in San Antonio. They're always pushing Grupo Asalto.
I got the text today, man, that we're in the top 10 again this week.
That's badass,
awesome.
man.
We're with Vente, with Cristello. Shout out to Cristello, man.
So with that being said, I don't want to end the show with the song. If you guys can
Taco Palenque, bye. Thank you guys for tuning in.
No,
We need a special shout out to Bubba and Jay.
I always tell you, and this is my argument with you guys, right? This is my show. I can do that when he's on stage. It's his show. But my argument with Jordan is, I hate it, and he knows it too. I fucking hate it when they play somebody else's song, the last song of the night. I want it to be an Asalto song because always the last song is the last. That's the last taste you get in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't sound right. The last taste you get in your mouth.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but it is. You know what I'm saying?
5, 6, no fucking around.
It's
What we gonna play?
I'll even let you sing it. Después de una larga ausencia quisiste volver. Te dejaron sola y me quieres otra vez. Pero no soy tu estúpido esta vez. Ya ves, nadie te quiere. Ahora estás sola en el mundo, necesitas aprender que el amor no es un juego. Fíjate bien, sigue Bumper. No soy tu tonto y esperando con brazos abiertos. No quiero escuchar todas tus mentiras, ya no tengo el tiempo. Es mejor vete lejos de aquí. No soy tu tonto, yo no voy a ser parte de tus juegos. Voy a quemar nuestros recuerdos en el fuego. Ahora empezar de nuevo.
Eso, 956, baby. No.
Eso sí.
De nuevo. On Bumper, the Frito-Pie Friday.
Salami Sunday.
Salami Saturday.
La canción favorita de nuestro manigante, aquí el patrón, Bumper Gómez. Eso.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Bumper's Frito-Pie Friday. And to all the artists that send in music, don't get discouraged because we didn't play your song tonight. It's when I have a guest here, I really like to get the guests involved with the show. So when it's by myself, I get to play a lot more music. So again, don't be discouraged because I didn't play your music. Keep sending in the music. And I promise to you guys that we'll be doing more Frito-Pie Fridays. And again, if you guys see these guys, they'll be at Taco Palenque on 410. It's 410? You going to the one on 410? On 410, you can see that they'll be signing burritos, tacos, chips, whatever they got.
El padrino del baile.
We'll see you guys, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe.